the second set of eyes that it needs. Call Alfie at 561-1155. And don't forget, listen for his program, Saving the Investor, at Saturday mornings at 9 right here on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
92.5 WFSX Estero. It's 6 o'clock on Southwest Florida's news and talk station, 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News Update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily closed starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News Traffic.
A disabled vehicle in Collier County at Golden Gate Parkway and Santa Barbara Boulevard is slowing traffic a touch southbound on Santa Barbara. Also delays in Bonita on Bonita Beach Road eastbound to Imperial Parkway. Slight slowdowns on US 41 north to West Terry, and in Estero, traffic is slowing on Oakwild north of Coconut Road. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it tracks more towards Southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
There's the left way, and then there's the right way. 92.5 Fox News, the conservative, smart, right voice of Southwest Florida.
Get the best sleep of your life. Helix makes personalized mattresses to fit your unique body type and sleep preferences. Go to helixsleep.com and get up to $200 off mattress orders.
Conservative Ray Rodriguez shares our values, and he's fighting to deliver results. Ray Rodriguez stood with President Trump to ban sanctuary cities in Florida and hold government officials accountable who refuse to enforce our immigration laws. He also worked to pass E-Verify to protect American jobs and make it harder for illegals to find work. And he stood with President Trump to defend our Second Amendment rights. Conservative Ray Rodriguez worked with Governor DeSantis to grow our economy, cut taxes, and create jobs right here in Southwest Florida. When Governor DeSantis needed him, Ray Rodriguez delivered billions of dollars for water quality projects that will clean up our local waterways and reduce harmful Lake Okeechobee discharges. Ray Rodriguez understands water is our state's most precious resource and has been steadfast in prioritizing clean water. Ray Rodriguez is the trusted conservative we can count on to deliver results in the Florida Senate. He's 100% pro-life, stood with President Trump to fight illegal immigration, and delivered results in the fight for clean water.
I'm Ray Rodriguez, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid by Ray Rodriguez, Republican for Florida Senate. Today, businesses are starting to bounce back, but what if you could do better than that? What if you could adapt and find new ways to succeed? With new customers? Well, Comcast Business wants to help you do just that. Learn how you can not just bounce back, but bounce forward at ComcastBusiness.com.
Thorough service is what sets Island Air apart. Hi, I'm Justin with Island Air. Customers are shocked when I show them what the inside of their systems look like when they have been paying other companies to maintain it.
islandairfl.com. That's islandairefl.com. islandairefl.com or call 239-645-4668. That's 239-645-4668. License number CAC 057544.
Do you know you might be overpaying for your Medicare supplement plan? Do you get lost in an alphabet maze of plans like A, B, C, D, and G, F? Would you like help getting out of the maze and finding the very best plan for you? We are experienced Medigap agents at Health IQ, and we are on a mission to give people like you fair and square Medigap rates. Health IQ is the only insurance agency that rewards seniors proactively working on their health, like eating right and exercising. You don't have to be an athlete to save money. We reward healthy lifestyles of all kinds. Do you take your vitamins and supplements? Do you stay active and in the know about things that impact your health? If so, you could save money with Health IQ. Let us help you take care of your Medicare supplement needs. To see if you qualify for exclusive savings on Medicare supplement insurance, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. To start saving, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. That's HEALTHIQ.com/MEDIGAP.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation. Coverage and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. I am so glad to see you here. It is good to see that you are watching the program, streaming live on YouTube, Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's, and we always appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It's free. It helps to keep us going and to keep us available to do this for you on YouTube and, of course, on Facebook as well. Also, anytime you want to comment, we would love to hear your voice, especially on a day like today, 239-479-5592. That is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. So what is a day like today like? Well, we're going to have a really good time today because I'm excited about, what is going to be. Hey, listen, everything comes in phases, right? The next phase of what will be the Trump County, changing Lee County to Trump County. We've been talking about it, and look at the cancel culture, which has been out there in the news, and everybody realizes that it's coming. Well, we're going to get ahead of the cancel culture. Look, if you want to change the name of Robert E. Lee County to Trump County, all right, we're going to or to change the name of Lee County, we're going to get ahead of you and change it to Trump County. And what we've been talking about is the process. Listen, we discussed with Spencer Roach, representative, about the process that this was all going to take place and how this was going to happen. But we also need to have an official seal, right? A logo. So we're going to ask for your help in this. And we're going to have a little bit of fun doing it. And I'm super excited because I know that already people have been talking about this and kind of showing us what they've got, because we need a logo. And I believe that right here in Southwest Florida with you, I believe that we can get it done and come up with an amazing logo for everybody to see and to show off Trump County. And so I'll get more details to you on that coming up in just a couple of more minutes. But I want to get into some of the stories that are out there. First of all, tech tyranny is happening, or is it? Well, on Capitol Hill, you had the likes of Facebook and Google and Twitter and the questions as to what is and is not happening with big tech firms. I mean, is there tyranny going on, or maybe it's just they just don't understand the big tech CEOs. Both sides of the aisle apparently giving the tech CEOs a beating yesterday on the House Judiciary Antitrust Subcommittee. Facebook, Amazon, Google, and Apple, Twitter wasn't anywhere to be found, talking over anti-competitive conduct. And the Republicans focusing on bias against conservatives. Do you think there is a bias? Well, those questions were asked, and I'll play some of the audio, and then you tell me what you think when you hear some of the audio of Jim Jordan asking questions and others. But the bottom line here is ask yourself, when it comes to Amazon, Google, Apple, Facebook, Twitter, ask yourself if there is an ideology that is out there that the tech companies believe in and would like to help to propagate, to move forward. And is there one that they don't like, that if they could, they might want to do something to to stop it, or to maybe put the skids on it, or maybe look as if they are fair and balanced and equal, if you will. But maybe that isn't the case. And on the other side of that, is there a political party that might want to throw bluster at it, make it seem like they have a problem in some way, shape, or form with big tech, but really the ends justify the means? And as long as we are all going in the same direction, and as long as we all believe in the same thing, and as long as we all believe that certain people are, maybe the good guys and certain people are the bad guys, and we can all agree that if we get to that place, then, the facts, truth.
We choose truth over facts.
You know what I'm saying. Is that the case? So we'll talk about that coming up. Hey, is this the next level, the next place that we may be going in the fight against COVID? We started out with not understanding what COVID was and being worried about this virus that came to us via China and how little they were telling us, and how even the WHO was saying, oh, nothing to see here. China has informed us and assured us that there's no human-to-human contact here. There's no spread through human-to-human contact, so nothing to worry about, until they found out that wasn't the case, and then there's a lot of worry. And we see where we are now, and so there were a lot of unknowns early on, and the things that we needed to do. We needed shutdowns, we needed lockdowns, we needed to stay in our homes and not go to our jobs. And we also needed to protect ourselves, and that being masks. Now we hear about all the mandatory mask mandates that are happening all around the country, in a city near you, in a county near you, and in a business near you. That it's easy to see the evidence that would show that mask mandates work. Hold on, let me get my tongue out of my cheek for a second. Okay, yeah, there is no evidence to show that. On the contrary, there is more than a little bit of evidence to show that it's quite the opposite. Of course, if we're looking at science and data, we would like to have 100% one way before we all push into one direction. But for those that peddle fear, that's not something you want. What if I were to tell you that the great Dr. Anthony Fauci would like for the next phase to be goggles? That yes, maybe he has made the suggestion that we may soon need to wear eye protection, that we're going to need masks, and we're going to need goggles, or face shields, or space helmets, or bubbles all around us. I don't know. I might ask Jake the millennial. There you are, back at the studio. Jake, let me ask you this. Do you have a preference? Would you like a full space suit? Would you like a cool helmet? Maybe we all walk around with motorcycle helmets on. I mean, if you had a specific style of helmet, then maybe you might be able to, to pick one out directly, and you could put like cool little stickers of, World of War, cybercraft.net Part 3 on the side of those helmets. That might.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah.
See? Even Jake's confused. So we'll talk about that coming up. Did he actually say that? Let's not get excited. Did he actually say it? Well, I got audio, so that's coming. Okay. We got to have receipts here. Got to have receipts. All right. So what about this? Jim Jordan on Capitol Hill yesterday, and the big tech firms, the House Judiciary Antitrust Subcommittee. What are we concerned about? Well, Jim Jordan's got the answer about what we're concerned about, and we all know what it is.
The World Health Organization, the organization that lied to us, the organization that shielded for China.
Yeah, that's not it. Here it is.
I'll just cut to the chase. Big tech's out to get conservatives. That's not a suspicion. That's not a hunch. That's a fact. July 20th, 2020, Google removes the homepages of Breitbart and the Daily Caller. Just last night, we learned Google has censored Breitbart so much traffic has declined 99%. June 16th, 2020, Google threatens to demonetize and ban the Federalist. April 19th, 2020, Google and YouTube announce a policy censoring the content that conflicts with recommendations of the World Health Organization. Now think about that. The World Health Organization, the organization that lied to us, the organization that shielded for China. And if you contradict something they say, They can say whatever they want. They can lie for China. They can shill for China. You say something against them, you get censored. June 29th, 2020, Amazon bans President Trump's account on Twitch after he raises concerns about defunding the police. June 4th, 2020, Amazon bans a book critical of the coronavirus lockdowns written by a conservative commentator. May 27th, 2020, Amazon Smile won't let you give to the Family Research Council and the Alliance Defense Fund, but you can give to Planned Parenthood. Facebook, June 19th, 2020, takes down post from President Trump's re-election campaign. November 1st, 2018, Facebook silences a pro-life organization's advertisement. May 19th, 2016, former Facebook employees admit Facebook routinely suppresses conservative views. And I haven't even mentioned Twitter.
Hasn't even got to Twitter yet. Is that true? Do you feel like that's true? And Jim Jordan lays out the examples in a minute and 30 seconds right there of how he sees it and believes it. And really what it comes down to is the answers from those tech companies as to whether or not this is happening. And we all know that it's tough to go to a House Judiciary Subcommittee or any committee and give yes or no answers. Certainly you would want to be able to say yes or no, and then back it up with your proof. So Jim Jordan asks, flat out, the CEO of Google, this question.
Search engine silence. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Pachai, is Google going to tailor its features to help Joe Biden in the 2020 election?
I mean, that's a simple question, right? I mean, you're not going to just help Joe Biden in the 2020 election, right?
Congressman, we approach our work, we support both campaigns today. We think political ads is an important part of free speech in democratic societies, and we engage with campaigns, according to law, and we approach our work in a nonpartisan way.
It was a yes or no question. Can you assure Americans today you won't tailor your features to help Joe Biden in the upcoming election?
We support work that campaigns.
Yeah, I can't do it. Okay, there's your answer. Will you make sure that you don't tailor Google to support Joe Biden in 2020? When I was a young child, I used to walk through the streets. What? Yeah. Here's what you need to know. There is an attempt going on. There will be a willful attempt because the ends justify the means. Democrats will bluster, big tech monopolies, but they'll do nothing about it. Will Republicans do anything about it? How much can they do? Are they prepared for this fight? If it really is as bad as we are hearing. And I might even add this, which is important, that we do recognize that there's something happening here, right? There's something afoot. So we have to find the means to learn more about candidates. We need to understand that there are a lot of headwinds going against the president, conservatives, Republicans, and it will continue to be this way as long as there are companies that will look one way and tell you to your face, everything is fine, and then the other way and go, yeah. And ask yourself which party is willing to talk a big talk, but not walk a walk because, well, the ends justifies the means. It's serious. And there's more on that, even with mail-in balloting. Wait till you hear the audio of one TV station in Philadelphia that decided to do their own mail-in balloting test to prove that everything is just fine, only to find out that their experiment backfired. Yeah, we'll have that coming up. All right, let's find out what's happening with traffic up to the minute. Here's Sabrina Katz.
Traffic slowing in the Cape, southbound on Chiquita, heading from Beach Parkway to Cape Coral Parkway. Agua Linda is still up to speed. Also, speaking of Chiquita, it is slow heading north to Pine Island as well. Skyline Boulevard is still looking like a great option. Now, if you're heading out of the Cape, beautiful on both bridges into Fort Myers. However, North Fort Myers, they're slowing traffic on 41 heading south of Pine Island to Pondella. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
This Fox Business Report is presented by Gulf Shore Business Magazine, online at gulfshorebusiness.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The CEOs of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google parent Alphabet faced harsh criticism yesterday at a congressional hearing over the company's power over rivals and consumers. GOP Congressman Jim Jordan tells Fox News the companies should be punished for censoring users.
The Justice Department is looking at current antitrust law to go after these companies right now, and frankly, we may have to change the law.
The executives defended their practices. The country's largest trade show is moving much of its next event online to avoid the coronavirus. CES, formerly known as the Consumer Electronics Show, will be held as a virtual showcase January 6 through 9. And stocks rose after the Federal Reserve left interest rates near zero to help the U.S. on what Chairman Powell calls a long road to recovery. The Dow gained 160 points. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report, invested in you.
President Trump is fighting back, but he needs honest media. That's why millions are tuning into Newsmax TV. Every weeknight, you can watch Greg Kelly rip the media's hypocrisy. Plus, see Sean Spicer, Michelle Malkin, Mike Huckabee, Herman Cain, and more. Everyone is talking about Newsmax TV. Find it on DirecTV, Xfinity, Dish, Spectrum, Cox, Optimum, Fios, Uverse, Suddenlink, Mediacom, WOW, and more. Or just check your cable guide. Newsmax TV is now America's fastest-growing cable news channel. Watch it today.
Plug into the power. 92.5 Fox News. Trust all along.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and I have something important that I want to share with you about my good friends Kevin and Todd at AMCO of Bonita Springs. Look, they understand the last thing you need to worry about in 2020 is what to do and where to go when you're having car troubles, right? Their shops know a thing or two about hard times, especially since they opened in 2008. Remember, that was during a recession, and they've worked hard from day one and every day since to make sure they simply do the right thing when it comes to your auto or truck repair needs. Not only are Kevin, Todd, and the team great conservatives, but they're also very good at what they do when it comes to the maintenance and repairs that you need, whatever that may be. Because look, you rely on that vehicle each day to get you where you need to be. Not only do they do all things related to transmission work, but they even do brakes, air conditioning, check engine light diagnostic, tires, alignments. Look, you name it, they can handle it. Southwest Florida's come to know AMCO of Bonita Springs as the place you can trust with your car or truck. So give them a call, will you? 992-2626. That's 239-992-2626. And if it's your first time into the shop, make sure you let them know you heard it right here on 92.5 Fox News.
Building a dream takes hard work, discipline, determination. Casey Asghar started with nothing, but his hard work created jobs. His discipline shaped a community. His determination built an American dream. Those same qualities built our nation. And to rebuild our economy, we need them now more than ever.
I'm Casey Asghar, and I approve this message. My family came to America to pursue the American dream. We owe it to our children to keep the dream alive.
Paid for by Casey Asghar for Congress.
Attention commercial building owners. The Flying Locksmiths of Southwest Florida are now open, specializing in automatic doors, access controls, and CCTV cameras. Visit them online at flyinglocksmiths.com. If it's on the door, we handle it.
Across the nation, America is moving forward, finding our footing, getting back on our feet. Life continues to open up. Businesses are getting back to business, and we are too. We know you rely on the Good Feet store to be there when you need us. We're open and ready to serve you. Our personally fit arch supports are designed to help alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain, and provide comfort, balance, and support. The well-being of our customers, associates, and community is our highest priority. So we've implemented new measures, procedures, and precautions, keeping your health and safety in the forefront. The Good Feet store is lending a hand to help America get back on its feet. And just as we have for a quarter century, we're helping to improve the quality of people's lives, 2 feet at a time.
Is foot pain making your life miserable?
Call 552-FEET or visit us in Naples or our newest store in Fort Myers.
I'm John Morgan. After my brother Tim suffered a terrible accident, the lawyer we hired to help us ended up hurting us more. We didn't know any better, and boy did I learn quickly that all law firms are not the same. The lawyer you choose makes all the difference. That's why over the last 30 years, I set out to build a different kind of law firm, now America's largest injury law firm, where every client is treated like I would want to be treated all those years ago. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound law on your cell. Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
Home is truly where the heart is. CFS Roofing Services understands that. When I saw what CFS did for my neighbor's roof, I called them. Everyone was professional, and owner David Crowther has nearly 4 decades of experience. It's obvious they care.
CFS Roofing Services, where your home matters most. Visit cfsroofing.com or call 239-561-2600. I'm David Crowther, and I approve this message.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
All right, it's Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. 239-479-5592 is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. Streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch. Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. We appreciate that, and please subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, it lets us know that you are there, and of course keeps us going so that we can have doing this continuously on YouTube and on Facebook. So we appreciate all of you watching. Hey, and we appreciate the fact that everybody is completely understanding Trump County. You understand that a cancel culture is probably going to come into Southwest Florida, as they've already been knocking at the door, and we're this close, my fingers are thinly spread apart, to having the name of Lee County changed, not to what you get to choose, but what a cancel culture gets to tell you has to be the case, because they'll examine this in every single way. And we say, no, we'll handle that. I'll tell you what, we'll change the name of Lee County for you to Trump County. Let's do that. 45th President of the United States, all the great accomplishments of this president. Why not? And so with that, a lot of people have been texting the word Trump to 239-479-5592 and have been signing the change.org petition, which has been great. We've talked to state and local representatives to get their thoughts on this, and also to see what we can do moving forward. And now we got to take some of the care of some of the technical stuff. You know, like you got to have a seal, a logo for the new Trump County. So this is where I would like to see you come in today and tomorrow, because I really do believe that our listeners can come through with this. And so what I'm thinking is, I want to go to you. I would like for you to do this. Maybe have you submit your ideas. You get your creative juices flowing and create a logo for us. Let's pick a couple out and then have you decide which one you like the best. And then maybe by the middle of next week, we can have one ready to go. So we'll talk about that more coming up in just a bit.
This is Daybreak.
92.5 Fox News.
It's Kaylee Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. It's summertime, so it's hot. Make sure you change your AC filters every month and have your air conditioners cleaned twice a year by NATE certified mechanics, like my dad. All the mechanics at Kobe Cooling are NATE certified because you deserve the best. If your AC stops working, turn it off and call 239-482-1542. Then relax. We will take it from there. 24/7, same low prices, never an overtime charge. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense, no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CICO 57313. Kobe, most trusted name in the business since 1949.
Thank you for your business all these years.
My name is Mike Gillimbardo, and I'm running to represent you in the Florida House. It was a great honor back in 2016 when Donald Trump's team asked me to speak at his campaign rally right here in Southwest Florida. And it was an even bigger honor to meet the man that would become our next president. My message that day was about unifying our country behind Donald Trump. Today, my message is the same. Donald Trump is under constant attack and needs our support more than ever. I'm Mike Gillimbardo, and I supported Donald Trump when he was a candidate, and I support him as our president. But unfortunately, my opponent's special interest friends are spending tens of thousands of dollars trying to tell you I don't support our president. And that's just not true. While I'm working to unite our party, he's working to divide it. I'm Mike Gillimbardo. I'm a combat veteran who worked to help Donald Trump get elected. If you send me to the Florida House, I will ensure Donald Trump succeeds in keeping America great. Paid by Mike Gillimbardo, Republican for the Florida House.
The Pewter Mug, a Naples tradition since 1970, continues serving the best prime ribs, steaks, seafood, and cocktails in Southwest Florida. And don't forget about their fantastic salad bar. Make your reservations today on Open Table or at pewtermugnorth.com. Also continue enjoying takeout or Uber Eats delivery. Located next to Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs, they're open 7 days a week from 5 to 8 p.m. Limited seating and the use of social distancing are strictly observed. The Pewter Mug, a Naples tradition since 1970.
This Saturday at 11 a.m., don't miss the all-new show, Straight Talk with Doc Morris, hosted by Dr. Daryl Morris.
Hey, Southwest Florida, I'm Dr. Daryl Morris. Unlike other doctor-driven shows, I try to inform and entertain without boring you in the process. Board certified with 27 years in Southwest Florida, we're going to cover things like medical weight loss, proper spine and joint care, and the true benefits of medical marijuana. So join me this Saturday for Straight Talk with Doc Morris at 11 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. There's no word on a lot of movement toward a new coronavirus relief bill getting passed. Besides opposition from Democrats to his plan, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell tells Fox,
the majority of my conference thinks that we do need to act again, but that they believe adding $3 trillion to the national debt is a serious mistake.
He says about 20 Republican senators oppose spending any more money. Federal enhanced unemployment benefits expire tomorrow. Oregon Governor Kate Brown says there's an agreement for federal officers to start leaving Portland today. Acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf, though, tells Fox they're there to protect federal facilities during protests, and we'll see how it goes.
With the Oregon State Police, we have a robust presence coming in to downtown Portland across the street from that courthouse, and we're going to see if they can execute the plan that they have put in place.
America's listening to Fox News.
Now, this is a Wink News update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily close starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
Traffic slowing in the Cape southbound on Chiquita, heading from Beach Parkway to Cape Coral Parkway. Agua Linda is still up to speed. Also, speaking of Chiquita, it is slow heading north to Pine Island as well. Skyline Boulevard is still looking like a great option. If you're heading out of the Cape, beautiful on both bridges into Fort Myers. However, North Fort Myers, they're slowing traffic on 41 heading south of Pine Island to Pondella. The Trip to the Minute traffic, I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it treks more towards Southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Join the movement. Rename Lee County Trump County. 925foxnews.com. And sign your name today.
Lee County Commissioner Ray Sandelli has the business experience and conservative principles we need on our county commission. And Governor Ron DeSantis agrees. When Governor DeSantis appointed Ray Sandelli to the county commission, he said Ray's great business and military background will be of benefit to the community. And he has not let us down. Ray Sandelli is committed to continue working with Governor DeSantis to fight for clean water, to rebuild our economy, and to bring new jobs to Lee County. A Navy veteran, Ray Sandelli was an officer, aviator, and member of the prestigious Blue Angel flight demonstration team. And as a businessman, his career spanned for more than 40 years from coast to coast. Ray Sandelli knows what it takes to create jobs and grow an economy. He stands for lower taxes that puts more money in your pocket and less regulations to get government out of the way of job creators. Voting by mail has begun. Send in your ballot today with a vote for Ray Sandelli for Lee County Commission District 3.
Paid by Ray Sandelli, Republican, for Lee County Commission District 3.
People often ask me, how did you grow my shower door so big and so fast? But the answer is, we didn't. What we did is we took our family business, we hired great talent, trained our staff, and developed our product. Now, after 17 years, my shower door has 8 frameless shower door showrooms, with our newest in Cape Coral. If you're looking for a frameless shower door company that you can trust and research, and you want to see more, go to myshowerdoor.com.
This is your Republican State Senator and Senate Majority Leader Kathleen Passidomo, and I asked for your support and your vote for Bibiana Podestad for State Representative District 105. Bibiana is a part of the next generation of conservative leaders who will keep Florida's Republican Party on the right track. I have no doubt that she will serve Floridians with character and integrity. I trust her to stand up for our Republican values and provide the leadership at the State House that our residents deserve. And I ask that you join me in voting for Bibiana Podestad for State Representative.
This is former Congressman Lincoln Diaz-Balart. I'm proud to share with you my endorsement of Bibiana Podestad for State Representative. Bibiana is a dynamic and brilliant leader of admirable values and a true calling for public service. I know she will make us proud in Tallahassee. Please join me in supporting Bibiana Podestad for State Representative in our Republican primary.
Political advertising paid for and approved by Bibiana Podestad, Republican for State Representative District 105.
Tyler McDaniel here. And Brad McDaniel. We're the second generation of Ken Marcare. For our whole lives, our father Ken McDaniel raised us and instilled in us the work ethic and morals which we operate under and live by today. Ken Marcare has teamed up with Maytag to bring high-quality products to you covered by Maytag's exclusive 12-year parts and 12-year dependability promise on select purchases. Be treated like family. Call Ken Marcare. 239-437-7040. That's 437-7040. And online at kenmarcare.com. License number CAC 057163.
This is 92.5 Fox News. Now, back to Daybreak with Drew Stevens.
Okay, everybody, come outside. Everybody ready for a wild, wet ride? Slip and slide. You can put it on your lawn. Turn the water on, then you run, and you're sliding on your top. Slip and slide.
Okay. Jake, do you have any idea, any clue what a slip and slide is? Do you know when somebody says slip and slide, what a slip and slide is? I'm sure you do, right?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, slip and slides. You know, the slip and slide. You fill water on a plastic sheet and then your kids go sliding across it until obviously either it's not wet enough and then you get like a little rash there, or you kind of roll off onto the grass and somebody forgot to take something off the grass and then your son is crying because he hurt himself, and then you got to try to figure out why that was left on the lawn, and you blame him for leaving the garden shovel on the grass, and then you come to find out it was actually you that left it there, and then you have to try to figure out your way out of it, and you're talking to your wife. And I'm not saying that happened to me. Well, Anyway, slip and slides have totally sold out in most places. You can't, it's like toilet paper was during the pandemic. You can't find slip and slides any place. They are just apparently non-existent. Because why? What's going on? Because most public pools and water parks have been closed, and so everybody's trying, or limited use in different places, and so everybody's trying to figure out what to do with the kids during the summer as we get ready for school, or maybe not ready for school because we've got to push school back because, there's evidence to show that it's not a safe place for kids to be. That's not really true, but we'll push it forward anyway. I get off of a tangent here. But anyway, the point is that we're trying to have some entertainment for the kids. Now we can't even go to the slip and slides. I don't know what else you can do to mimic a slip and slide. I can only tell you that from my personal experience in my life with slip and slides, I've not had the best experience with it. Could be my weight, could be my coordination, might be a personal thing. Moving on. All right, before we get to whether or not the next way for you to be safe on planet Earth is by wearing goggles, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Oh, I'm not kidding. We're all going there. I've got the audio, the receipts to show that that's probably where we're going, and get your thoughts on this. 239-479-5592. This is exciting. I'm looking forward to this. So, as many of you know, and you realize and you get it, that there's a cancel culture that is out there, and that wants to cancel you out, that wants to tell you what you can and can't do, whether it's cancel culture or wokeness or anything like that. Maybe you're not woke enough until the next wokeness comes along, or the next thing to cancel comes along. Robert E. Lee County being one of them. We know how that is sooner or later probably going to be coming up. Well, I said, listen, if the cancel culture is coming to Southwest Florida, then we need to change the name of Lee County to Trump County. That's what I say. And a lot of you get it, and you're on board, and we're having fun with this, but we got to take this to another level. I mean, we got state representatives that are on board with this. We've got discussions as to the next steps and how we can make Lee County Trump County. I love it. I love the passion. And so I love my audience because I know that you not only get all of this, but you want to participate even more. And here's how you can do it. There are many creative people here in Southwest Florida. I know because I have mentioned the fact that we're going to need an official seal, an official logo for the new Trump County, and how many of you have already submitted to me via text 239-479-5592 some of your ideas, some of the things that you have put together for your ideas, your thoughts on a logo, on a seal. And so I was talking to the powers that be, and I said, hey, listen, if we're going to go for a logo, if we're going to go for a seal, I know that the audience can come through and give us some ideas as to what it should be. So I would love for you to craft what you think the next logo should look like. Or not the next logo, the logo. And then what we'll do is we'll gather up all the submissions. I'd even love to talk to you about the creative process behind it. And then let's all together take a look at it. Next week, maybe we just vote on them. We all look, we'll have a central location to vote on which one you like the best. And then we decide and we move forward. Then next week, we'll even have a seal. How about that, Jake? To me, that's the way you do this. This is, it's democracy at its finest is what this is. It's having the opportunity to see your work. So this is what I would encourage you to do if you are someone who is creative. You're good with putting your ideas and thoughts down on a computer and the like. Come up with a logo, a seal, something that you would like to see be the official seal of Trump County. And you can create it any way you want, however you feel it would look best. Whatever idea you have, there's the sky is the limit. And then just text me an example of what it would look like to 239-479-5592. And then I'll gather all of the suggestions, all of your ideas, and then from there we'll collect them. We'll choose, I don't know, maybe the best four, or we'll come up with a number, and then we'll let you know the location where we will display it so that you, Southwest Florida, can decide, and you Lee County residents can decide what the new Trump County logo is going to look like. I love it. So get your submissions in as soon as you possibly can to 239-479-5592. All right, good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, how do you feel about masks lately? How do you feel about mask mandates? How do you feel about the fact that even we have county commissioners here, Brian Hammond being one of them in the soon-to-be Trump County, that has said, listen, we've got test positivity rates trending down. We have new cases trending down. That is exciting. Lee County residents displaying a tremendous personal responsibility, slowing the spread. This is from his website, and then showing examples, slides from Lee County's growth in new cases, and you see all the numbers going down, right? We should be, local media should be shouting from the rooftops the exciting numbers that we are seeing about the numbers now going down, almost as if you got hospitalizations going down, you have the case numbers going down. Because we certainly want to champion the positive news just as much as some people have championed the panic merchant idea that we've got to put everybody in full 100% panic mode because we said so. But the point is, now we see the numbers going down. And it was Brian Hammond that yesterday showed that, hey, listen, he compared the numbers of the top 3 counties that had mask mandates along with our county, Lee County, soon to be Trump County, that does not do a mask mandate. And you come to find out that the numbers are similar. I mean, very similar when you look at the mask mandate counties versus Lee County. And I would encourage you to go to Commissioner Brian Hammond on Facebook and see it for yourself. And so the question remains, why is it that everybody is pushing this idea of mask mandates? I brought it up yesterday that it's a lose-lose situation for everybody, because if the cases were going up, well, we got to have a mask mandate. That's the only way we're going to do it. The cases are going down. It's because you're wearing masks. We wouldn't need to take it a step further, would we? I'm laughing. That's that evil, diabolical laugh that some people have when you think to yourself, I mean, we're not going any further than masks. I mean, it's already hard for us to wrap our heads around the idea that masks have been 100% helping to stop the spread of COVID. Not something that we can necessarily prove, but certainly I'm not suggesting you shouldn't wear them. Continue to do that. Continue to social distance. All the things you've been doing clearly are not a bad thing. So that's okay. Mandating, a little different. So I hope we're not going to soon be mandating goggles.
I think we're going to get to a point where eye protection is recommended.
You know, it might. I mean, if you really want perfect protection of your mucosal surfaces, just for your audience, Jen, as you very well know, you have mucosa in the nose, mucosa in the mouth, but you also have mucosa in the eye. And that's one of the things that, you know, theoretically, you should protect all the mucosal surfaces. So if you have goggles or an eye shield, you should use it. I mean, it's not universally recommended, but if you really want to be complete, you should probably use it.
Okay. So there he is, Dr. Fauci, yesterday on, I guess, somebody's show on ABC News. I don't know, Dr. Ashton. There you go, ABC News and Dr. Ashton talking about, hey, we're going to get to a place where maybe we should wear eye protection. And Dr. Fauci says, look, if you want to be perfect, if you want to do this right, we're going to have to. What do you think? You ready for that? 239-479-5592. I mean, if we want to really be safe, if we really want this virus to, go away completely, or are we just mitigating? Because it sounds to me as if, like the numbers I just gave you, we're doing a pretty good job at mitigating at this point. I wonder what you think. 239-479-5592. Masks, glasses, face shields, space helmets, launching us into space. How about we just let's all go to Mars, or let's pick maybe there's a roaming asteroid someplace that we can all just go land over there and let Earth take care of itself as far as getting rid of the virus. And then just maybe Dr. Fauci stays here in a spacesuit, and then once it's gone completely, he can call us up and say, you guys can come back. And then we all get back. I mean, that doesn't sound unreasonable, does it? Yeah. So, all right. I love this. There was a tweet of a Brazilian couple who was walking around. Where were they at? Oh, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. In complete spacesuits. Like they're walking around the street with NASA, obviously they're costumes, but complete spacesuits with helmets on. I mean, they are fully protected. And look, if we really want to do the right thing and fight this virus and be responsible as human beings, I mean, let's admit it, masks aren't enough. We probably need eye shields and goggles and something or other. I don't know, am I do you feel I'm being a little outrageous? Pedro's in Lehigh wanted to comment on this. Pedro, am I being a little outrageous with this? I mean, is it not fair? I mean, if we really do want to do something when it comes to being safe on this planet, shouldn't we all take that kind of protection, or does that just sound crazy?
Drew, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I've been monitoring this COVID-19 since the beginning.
Yeah.
And I feel that I don't wear a mask and gloves because as long as you wash your hands and you keep your house clean and you wash the things, you wipe down the things that you bring home from wherever you buy it from, because if
I know I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating. I get it. Yeah.
The people's wearing masks, Joey. The people wearing masks, gloves, and eye goggles, right?
Yeah.
Then explain to me why the numbers are going high for positive.
Well, that's the thing now. We're starting to hear that they're not going higher, right? In some areas, like in California, like I've mentioned on this show, and I know, like you know as well, that they've had a mask mandate in California since June 9th, and their cases went up 162% in just a month with a mask mandate statewide. People are demanding that this governor do something, and so what we're all trying to gather and understand. And Pedro, thanks for the call. I always appreciate it there in Lehigh. 239-479-5592 is this. I'm not suggesting that you should not wear a mask. I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't social distance. As a matter of fact, I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't have the kind of hygiene that is suggested every time you walk into a restroom that says, employees must wash their hands. Ever see those signs? Jake the millennial. Do you ever go into a restroom in a restaurant or a bar or someplace and see those signs, right? That say employees must wash their hands. And,
I do.
Yeah, and
all the time.
And I always, what my answer is to that?
What about me?
Exactly. I don't want anybody leaving this bathroom without washing their hands. Employees must, and so should you. That's a must. Like, that's not even, I shouldn't even have to tell you that. But you know how many times, and if anything, if we've all gathered a little better hygiene out of all of this, that would be nice. Anyway, let's go to break right now, Jake. 239-479-5592. Let's go to break. The point is, we want to make sure that what people are saying we should do about COVID is commensurate with how severe, how dangerous, how bad this virus is compared to the reality. Like, if I were to tell you how Americans think when it comes to how many people have died from coronavirus, you wouldn't believe me unless I actually had an article that I could read to you that would prove what I'm about to say. And I do. And wait till you hear this. Media hysteria has convinced Americans of a certain amount of deaths that have taken place. And wait till you hear what people think. Coming up. All right, it's Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, streaming live on YouTube. Please subscribe, go to the channel, watch the show. We appreciate it. Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Sabrina Katz has your traffic.
There's a disabled vehicle on the interstate at mile marker 119 traveling southbound. This is heading south towards Bonita Beach Road. So keep that in mind. Just make sure to watch that speed passing through. Also, a crash in Lehigh, hit and run reported at 82 and Sunshine, slowing traffic, adding to the congestion on 82 as you're heading to Gunnery Road, guys. An area to avoid. Go ahead and stick to Lee Boulevard. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Rush Limbaugh. According to the ferret-like New York Times columnist Paul Krugman, the cult of selfishness is killing America. Now, what is he talking about? Well, according to the ferret-like Krugman, coronavirus deaths in America are higher than deaths in the European Union or Canada. He thinks that's because President Trump and Republican governors like Ron DeSantis in Florida insisted on opening the economy too soon. They were selfish. They put economic growth over people's lives. The ferret-like Krugman says that Trump and his allies just want high jobs numbers. They don't care about people dying of the coronavirus. Now, this is a kind of rot-gut dribble that permeates every corner of the drive-by media. Now, I'm willing to bet that the ferret-like Paul Krugman didn't lose one night's sleep worrying about how he was going to pay for food or clothing or shelter or other basics during the shutdown. This is a guy who doesn't have to meet payroll. He doesn't know the pain of putting everything he has into a small business only to watch it die because some elected liberal is playing politics. The ferret-like Krugman still has his job spewing asinine leftist talking points. Now, look, Krugman, it isn't selfish to keep the American economy afloat, even during a pandemic. It's a necessity. You want to see selfishness in action, Mr. Krugman? Grab a mirror and take a deep look. CBD getting a lot of attention these days. Level Select CBD is a brand to watch from Cadenwood, the trusted leader in CBD. Their sports creams and roll-ons are great for pro athletes, amateurs, anybody trying to keep active. No matter what activity you engage in, you could use the relief Level Select CBD provides. Retired athletes like Steve Garvey and Carson Palmer use it every day. And now, PGA Tour champion Ricky Fowler has made Level Select CBD his brand of choice, too. They use it because it works, folks. Independently tested, 0% THC, made in the USA. Go to levelselectcbd.com, use the promo code CBD25 for 25% off any of their full line of CBD products. That's levelselectcbd.com, promo code CBD25, or dial pound 250 on your cell phone, say Level Select, and this offer will be sent right to your phone.
You will have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from Level Select.
Tougher than plastic, harder than wood. Nothing beats the power of steel. Drew Steel, weekday mornings at 6 on 92.5 Fox News.
The team at Best Home Services understands that this is a time of much uncertainty and much unknown. With this uncertainty comes feelings of fear and panic. Please know that we are here for you today, tomorrow, and into the future as we move forward together, safely and comfortably. We are all in this together, and as stewards of our community, we promise to continue to provide you the services needed to keep you and your family safe. You are not alone. Best Home Services, our family protecting your family.
Let's talk about Byron Donalds. Just the facts. Fact: Byron Donalds is a never-Trumper who has repeatedly mocked Donald Trump and his policies. Fact: Byron Donalds doesn't even live in the district he's running for. But it gets worse. Fact: a Trump-hating organization based in Washington is spending millions to buy the seat for him. These are the facts. Byron Donalds is a bought and paid-for never-Trumper. Paid for by Honesty America, not authorized by any candidate or any candidate's committee.
Hello, Southwest Florida. I'm Anthony with the American Tradesman Show, and my guest, Gerald Prevette from B&K Water Extraction and Mold Services, and his brother, Brian Prevette from Prevette Plumbing, and my partner, Juan Silva from American Electrical. Join us each week, Saturday mornings between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., where we talk about something new in the construction field, educating you on anything with the new codes, new requirements, and also the materials and the products that we use on these shows. So we look forward to you listening to our show. God bless America and Semper Fi.
Hoorah! You know the problem in Washington? Too many politicians are full of should. They should keep promises, should serve the people, should avoid corruption. But when it's time to deliver, it's just a load of should. Then along comes Donald J. Trump, and the DC insiders, they lose their should. Byron Donalds is a lot like Trump that way. Donalds is willing to shake things up. You can take Trump's word for it.
I want to thank Representative Donalds. He's got a tremendous future ahead of him.
Now Byron Donalds is running for Congress. Donalds fought for low taxes in Tallahassee. He'll keep fighting to protect your paycheck in Congress. Donalds backs term limits. And Donalds stands with Trump to defend our police. Conservative Republican Byron Donalds for Congress. He'll make a difference in Washington. No should. Paid for by Club for Growth Action. Clubforgrowthaction.org and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and yes, Ryan Hammond Painting and Contracting. I love these guys. I love the company. I can tell you personally, I've used them multiple times over 7 or 8 years. A company that's been in Southwest Florida since 2001. The great staff, the way they communicate, every idea that my wife had that she wanted to do with regard to painting and contracting, boom, just like that, they were on it. So what can they handle? How about anything to do with restoration or repair, coatings? Like the coating in my garage is amazing. They do over 700 clients annually. You don't have to take my word for it. They're one of the highest reviewed contractors for what they do, maintaining 4.9 to 5 stars, and I can see why. So you're thinking about a repaint, you're thinking about your garage floor, you're thinking about some remodeling. I'm telling you, Ryan Hammond Painting and Contracting. So give them a call today, 239-872-2559. That's 239-872-2559. See the experience that I have had with Ryan Hammond Painting and Contracting, and you will say it as well. They are the best.
92.5 WFSX Estero. It's 7 o'clock on Southwest Florida's news and talk station, 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News Update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily close starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News Traffic.
There's a disabled vehicle on the interstate at mile marker 119 traveling southbound. This is heading south towards Bonita Beach Road. So keep that in mind. Just make sure to watch that speed passing through. Also, a crash in Lehigh, a hit and run reported at 82 and Sunshine. Slowing traffic, adding to the congestion on 82 as you're heading to Gunnery Road. Guys, an area to avoid, go ahead and stick to Lee Boulevard. That's you up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it tracks more towards Southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Drive the lefties at work crazy with the facts. Get up to speed mornings with Drew Steele. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hi, I'm Kyle Lee with Lee Auto Group. We sell more low-mileage cars and trucks than anyone in Southwest Florida because we have more. Over 300 vehicles in stock with locations in Fort Myers and Tampa. See for yourself at lee-cars.com.
Get a 2020 GMC Yukon Denali with only 8,000 miles. Like new, but for thousands less. Or a 2008 Kia Sorento SUV with only 43,000 miles for just $6,500. With over 300 vehicles. Visit Lee-Cars.com.
Don't forget the dash.
I'm John Morgan. All law firms are not the same. As America's largest personal injury firm, we have more trials, more lawyers, more office buildings, and more caring staff members than any other injury law firm in the world. There's really nothing else like it. Our reputation and results speak for themselves. With more than 2 million people just like you calling us every single year, your trust in us means the world to me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Dial pound law on your cell.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
Across the country, police departments are being defunded, criminals are being released en masse, and violent crime is on the rise. But here in Lee County, that's not how we roll. Sheriff Carmine Marcino is on the job, and he knows what to do with violent criminals. Arrest them, prosecute them, put them behind bars.
I'm Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino. Protecting Lee County is my top priority, utilizing technology to implement sophisticated strategies to catch criminals, consistently working to improve our response times, putting more deputies on the street to keep career criminals off them.
It's hard work, but Sheriff Carmine Marcino understands that keeping our neighborhoods, schools, and businesses safe is worth it. That's why Lee County has one of the lowest crime rates in Florida.
I'm Sheriff Carmine Marcino, and I serve to protect you.
Paid electioneering communication paid for by the Conservative Champion Leaders, 133 Harbor Drive, South Venice, Florida, 34285.
Do you know you might be overpaying for your Medicare supplement plan? Do you get lost in an alphabet maze of plans like A, B, C, D, and G, F? Would you like help getting out of the maze and finding the very best plan for you? We are experienced Medigap agents at Health IQ, and we are on a mission to give people like you fair and square Medigap rates. Health IQ is the only insurance agency that rewards seniors proactively working on their health, like eating right and exercising. You don't have to be an athlete to save money. We reward healthy lifestyles of all kinds. Do you take your vitamins and supplements? Do you stay active and in the know about things that impact your health? If so, you could save money with Health IQ. Let us help you take care of your Medicare supplement needs. To see if you qualify for exclusive savings on Medicare supplement insurance, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. To start saving, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. That's HEALTHIQ.com/MEDIGAP.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation. Coverage and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steve.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. It is good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for being part of the program, as you always are. And if you are calling, I know we got a lot of people calling today, 239-479-5592. That is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. Streaming online, if you want to watch, we love that you are watching the program on YouTube. Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. And please subscribe while you're there on YouTube. When you subscribe, it helps to keep this going. And it gives us the opportunity to have you watch via Facebook as well as YouTube. So thank you for that. Before we get into the media hysteria that has convinced Americans incorrectly about the number of people who have died due to the coronavirus and also the amount of people who actually have it, you care about this story because, again, it is about what we fear, as Dan Bongino likes to put it, the panic merchants, those that are out there that are continuously pushing the panic button since day one on COVID, and yet are not looking at the numbers logically. When we talk about mask mandates and we talk about the governor and how he has to do it, well, we want to have the science and the evidence to show. And do we have that across the board? When we talk about the dreaded word hydroxychloroquine, I know I used the word again. Did we get the beep in there? Did we dump that? I hope we got the...
I missed it.
Jake, you can't do that. You got to be paying attention. It's so important that if I ever mention the word hydroxychloroquine... Thank you. We got to come up with a code word. I asked yesterday if you want to text maybe a code word for hydroxychloroquine. For that, maybe that would help and we'd all be on the same page. Again, we want science and data. And if you have Americans believing some of these numbers like I'm about to tell you that will shock you, then we're going to have a really hard time getting past all of this and getting back to work and back to what we need to do. I'll get to that in just a second. But this is a lot of fun. You all know, and I thank you so much for all the support and everyone who understands changing the name of Lee County to Trump County, understands that a cancel culture is out there that has no interest in what you think or what you believe or what you feel or what is right. All they care about, the cancel culture, is canceling you, canceling history, canceling anything and everything that has to do with what offends them or they believe is offensive, not even getting into the science and data and details of anything. But will come to your city, your state, your town and tell you this military base name needs to be changed. That statue needs to be taken down. This part of your name of your city needs to change because of you know it's coming to Lee County. You know it's going to the way things are going. And especially if Joe Biden gets elected president of the United States, you better believe that there's going to be a lot of crazy left-leaning policies that will be coming to a city near you.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
He was. I don't know why that's relevant, but we keep Corn Pop out of it. So I said, no, we get ahead of this. We change the name of Lee County to Trump County. That's what I say we do. How about it? 45th president of the United States, the amazing things this president has been able to accomplish. And with that, we've had a great response. Change.org petition nearing 3,000 signatures plus. We've had a lot of support from the community, even state representatives and local politicians who love the idea and want to get on board. So what we need next, everybody, is we need a logo, a seal. We need an official Trump County seal. And I trust that my audience, that you, the listeners of this radio station, can pull this off. And so here's what I've asked you to do. All you creative minds out there, go ahead and come up with a logo, an idea that you like, that you create on your own, that you would like to see us use for our official Trump County logo. And then text it to 239-479-5592. Just send it via text. And then I'm going to gather them all up in the next few days. So we'll do this today. We'll do this tomorrow through the weekend. As your creative juices are flowing, I'm already getting people submitting ideas and they are amazing. And then what I'll do is we'll gather them up. We'll pick like the top 4, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 4. And then we will, on Monday, have you see them all on display. We'll let you see exactly what they are. And you, Southwest Florida, will decide. We'll have a way for you to vote for your favorite. And then we will next week have the official seal, the official logo of Trump County, Florida. And that's going to be great. And I love that you are all involved with this. And I love that you are a part of it. And you should be, because it's about all you Lee County residents and getting together and understanding what this means, understanding why we're doing it, and at the same time having a little bit of fun and getting us that logo. That's great. So thank you already for your submissions just in the past couple of hours. Keep them coming, and I'll keep talking about it as the days progress. All right, 239-479-5592. I did want to get to this story. I know there are a lot of people. Do we still have Tim and Justin and Rick on the phone? Jake, you could just let me know whether they are there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll get to those calls in just a second. I wanted to make sure that I brought this up. So Breitbart had a great story here. John Nolte did a Breitbart. And I don't know if you realize this, but a survey that was done of the American people to find out how many Americans have died from the coronavirus. Jake, I'll let you be the first American on this program. I think you are. To tell me. Okay, good. Give me the number. How many people do you think have died from the coronavirus? Or better than that, even in the United States. Now, even better than that, I'll give you an out. Do you want to give me a percentage instead? Would you like to tell me what you believe other people are saying?
I've seen a number.
Okay, go
Can
ahead.
I just tell you that number?
Sure.
150,000.
Okay, 150,000 people have perished from the coronavirus. That is Jake's number. All right. Now, this survey said to Americans, this is what I want you to do as a percentage. How many people do you think have died? The hands of the China Wuhan virus. Pick a percentage. Guess what Americans think. Americans, according to this survey, believe somewhere around the number of 30 million of us have died from the coronavirus. A percentage of 9%, because they asked people as a percentage, how many people do you think have died? And they said 9%. 9% of the population of the United States is roughly about 30 million of us. Do you realize how off you are? Do you realize that Jake is right? That they don't realize that there are more than 300 million people in the United States. Fewer than 150,000 have died. But yet, somehow, they believe that 30 million people have died. Unless they don't understand percentages, unless it's a math thing, and then in that case, it is, clearly it's a Common Core issue, and then we got to get to the facts.
We choose truth over facts.
He might be your president. When asked how many Americans have caught the virus, the average number picked was 20%. Do you know that 20% of the population is 66 million people? 66 million people have not caught the virus. With a population of give or take 330 million, 9% rounds up to 30 million dead, when the truth is that not even 1% of the population has been lost to the virus. That would be 3 million dead. What we're talking about is something less than 1/10 of 1%, which happens to be one of the lowest rates in the world. When asked how many Americans have caught the virus, the average number chosen was 20%, 66 million people. The real number is 4 million. How does this happen? How is it? Is it because everybody is just really bad at math? Is it because you're not trying? Or is it because the panic merchants, as Dan Bongino likes to put it, because the media, the hysteria, the push to tell everybody that if you leave your house, you are going to die, which is a lie. And I'm not saying that that's what they're saying, but boy, they sure make it feel that way. That when the media continues to do this, then you're going to come up with the kind of hysteria that is out there, which makes for really bad decisions. And with that, I would go to Justin in Fort Myers. He wanted to weigh in on the mask mandate and the governor. And Justin, maybe you have some thoughts on these numbers from Breitbart and this study. And what do you think there, Justin?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Those numbers have always been something I don't even pay attention to. I only usually will look at like the actual cases reported that are from confirmed sources, I'd say. Because I actually remember a week before Independence Day, there was a very, very brief news article that was actually covered on Fox News by Wink, that there was a lady, I can't remember her name. She worked in Florida. She was for a health department. She was fired because she refused to change the numbers that would show inaccurate numbers of people who actually had COVID and actually died from it.
Yeah, that was her claim. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And actually, when it comes to the mask mandates and now Fauci saying that we should use goggles, I mean, in my honest opinion, I think that it's actually causing more harm than it's actually doing good, because we're not being able to exhale out something that is basically deadly to us, a type of carbon. I remember the carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, that we're supposed to exhale that, because if we keep breathing that back in, we're going to get lightheaded, we're going to weaken our own immune systems, and it just causes more problems than actually helps.
Yeah, there are questions about that. We certainly have, and many people have touched on that. Justin, thanks for the call in Fort Myers. I appreciate it. 239-479-5592. Remember, there was that individual who was saying, oh, the state was forcing me to put numbers in, and I wasn't about to do it, and or change the numbers or flip the numbers around, and it was confusing at best. But certainly There were questions as to validity as to what she was talking about. The left-leaning media ran with it. They loved it. They loved to hear anything that would be against the governor. Of course, that's what you do when you're desperate to make sure that the president of the United States does not win the state of Florida, knowing that in a political season like we're in now, if the president loses Florida, there's a good chance that he will not win the election. This is a critical state. And anything that the left and the media can do to help to propagate the idea that the governor is a failure, meaning that the president is a failure, that in their eyes, in an election that's going to be close in the state, there's no doubt that helps, that is helpful. Even though we know about motorcyclists that died, but then they had COVID, so we're told that it wasn't actually a motorcycle death, it was a COVID death, and then the numbers getting really weird there, and then some of the misreporting from labs that came out where it was 100% positive, and we know all about that. But again, when it comes to the media hysteria that has been out there, there are some like Justin and others like you who want the science and the data and want to see specifically the numbers and know how many people actually are contracting the virus and how many are dying from the virus. And at the same time, we're conflicted because when we go to some of those same places that we're trying to get the facts, trying to get all the information, we can't get it. We can't trust it. I mean, we can get it, but can we trust it? And all I'm saying that in this, we shouldn't be in this position. It should have been an obvious, easy position to be in. There's a virus out there. It's either it's really bad or it's not. It's as bad as delivered or advertised or not. And then ultimately, we have to know what precautions we can take. And it's a shame that it's become something more because politics. Just ask the president and those that might want to bring up the name hydroxychloroquine. I did it again. Sorry. I got to stop using that word. I'm going to get kicked off the air. All right. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, streaming live. Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. We appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps to keep it going. And let's keep it going with traffic up to the minute. Here's Sabrina Katz.
A crash on Daniels Parkway just near Gateway Boulevard. This is going to be as you're heading towards JetBlue Park. No backups for right now, but just keep everyone safe. Make sure to watch that speed. Also, a hit-and-run crash in Lehigh at 82, and Sunshine is still causing slowdowns on 82, adding to the backups, heading west towards Gunnery Road. But 23rd, Lee Boulevard, both up to speed, great alternates. And I-75 is up to speed as well, heading to and from Lee and Collier County. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Cancel the cancel culture mob. Lead part of the movement to push back. Rename Lee County Trump County. Sign your name now at 925foxnews.com.
I'm Harvey Massey. Think about this for a moment. Pest control involves applying pesticides inside your home, whether needed or not. At Massey Services, we just don't do that. We prevent pests from getting inside your home, so we won't have to control them later. Why settle for pest control when you can trust Massey's pest prevention? It's guaranteed or your money back. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Building a dream takes hard work, discipline, determination. Casey Asghar started with nothing, but his hard work created jobs. His discipline shaped a community. His determination built an American dream. Those same qualities built our nation. And to rebuild our economy, we need them now more than ever.
I'm Casey Asghar, and I approve this message. My family came to America to pursue the American dream. We owe it to our children to keep the dream alive.
Paid for by Casey Asghar for Congress.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and we've got my friend Dave Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples, on the phone. And Dave, I got to tell you, the selection of floor coverings of Floor Meisters, unbelievable, fantastic. I've seen it myself, and the choices are there. But what we really want to talk about today is this Dreamweaver line of carpets. Talk about it.
I'll tell you what, Drew, this is the hottest thing since 5-buckle overshoes. We're just selling the heck out of it. Comes in 9 different patterns, 12 colors to a pattern. It has 8 warranties, and it even includes steps. The stain warranty will take care of wine, mud, and even pet accidents. So this is perfect for Jake.
Yeah. Perfect for Jake. And perfect for me. And perfect for you, too. If you haven't been to the Floormeisters, really owe it to yourself to visit their store, see their selection of Dreamweaver carpets. It's there at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco. And whether it's carpet, tile, laminate, or hardwood flooring, they have it all. So give them a call today at 239-596-4964 or on the web at floormeisters.com.
This is your Republican State Senator and Senate Majority Leader Kathleen Pasadomo, and I asked for your support and your vote for Bibiana Podestad for State Representative District 105. Bibiana is a part of the next generation of conservative leaders who will keep Florida's Republican Party on the right track. I have no doubt that she will serve Floridians with character and integrity. I trust her to stand up for our Republican values and provide the leadership at the State House that our residents deserve. And I ask that you join me in voting for Bibiana Podestad for State Representative.
This is former Congressman Lincoln Diaz-Balart. I'm proud to share with you my endorsement of Bibiana Podestad for State Representative. Bibiana is a dynamic and brilliant leader of admirable values and a true calling for public service. I know she will make us proud in Tallahassee. Please join me in supporting Bibiana Podestad for State Representative in our Republican primary.
Political advertising paid for and approved by Bibiana Podestad, Republican for State Representative, District 105.
If you needed heart surgery, who would you call? A doctor who's done it every day or a doctor who's done it once a year? The same is true about your erectile dysfunction. At the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, our Florida physicians focus on one thing: solving your ED. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, prostate cancer, these all contribute to your ED. And our physicians at the Fort Myers Men's Clinic know how to solve your problems. We have over 50 different custom formulations tailored just for you. You get to try the medication containing FDA-approved ingredients right in our office. Your total cost for the consultation, test dose, testosterone, and PSA test is only $99. If the test dose doesn't work, you pay us nothing. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Call now, 239-317-7777. That's 239-317-7777, and move from skeptic to believer. 317-7777, 317-7777, or online at fortmyersmensclinic.com.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
Stay break 92.5 Fox News. 239-479-5592 is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. Streaming live on YouTube. Anytime you want to subscribe and watch, just go to Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Subscribe to the channel, keeps us going, and allows you to see us either on YouTube or Facebook, and we appreciate that. We also appreciate, already we're getting texts of people, the creative minds, the creative juices, if you will, flowing here in Southwest Florida. I have asked you to help me out here. You know, if we're going to change the name of Lee County to Trump County, and a lot of you are on board with the idea of doing that because we want to cancel the cancel culture, you all understand that. We need an official seal, an official logo. And so what I'm asking you to do is to get, maybe you have creative friends, or maybe it's you, to get in front of your computer or just sketch it out. Preferably, have it all colored with, nice colors and everything, so we understand where you're going with this. And text me your logo idea. And what I'll do is today and tomorrow, we'll gather them up through the weekend, and then next week, we'll have 4 to choose from, and you here in Southwest Florida will get the opportunity to pick the one that you think, out of the choices here in Southwest Florida of the people that are listening to this program and to this station, you, the creative ones out there, which should be the Trump County logo, the official Trump County seal. And already I've been getting some this morning, just incredible work. Absolutely incredible. I love it. So you can text it to 239-479-5592. Submit your draft, your idea for the official seal of Trump County. And we'll talk more about that coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Summer clearance event going on now at Galliana Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Lowest prices ever on over 1,500.
Hey, sorry about that, everybody. That was kind of funny. I did that break, and I forgot to flip the screen over so you can actually watch. So sorry about that. Hey, thanks to everybody who is on with us today. Just kind of going over some of the folks that have joined us this morning. Dale, good morning, Dale. Good to see you there. Roger, good morning, Roger. I appreciate you being with us. Actually, you know what? I gotta fix. Oh no, I gotta fix this. Well, I can't fix it now, so. All right. Let's see. Gator Lynn, a big happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Thursdays are nice. I like Thursdays. Actually, you know what? Let me just do it this way. There you go. Okay, perfect. Our pre-Jake day, we haven't even talked about. Sorry, I did it again. Hold on. Having a problem with the screen today. Sorry. All right, let's see. Bill, good morning, Bill. Good to see you. It's still covering the logo. Oh, well. Let me see if I can move. I'll move it around some other time. Let's see. Gary wanted to know if I could compare the peaceful gun rights protests in Virginia to the current peaceful protests, what the Democrats are saying about Virginia to what they are saying. I did mention that yesterday, Gary, and how that is funny how I played the audio of the comparisons between, and who is that? Representative Dokoupil, I forget how you say her name, from Michigan, who is comparing that, which is, it's ridiculous. You know, you have people who are upset about what Governor Whitmer was doing in Michigan, and so what that they brought guns. They have a constitutional right to have them, and as a matter of fact, they weren't destroying federal property. That's what the peaceful protesters are doing in Portland. So there is a big difference, and if they don't understand it, they do understand it. They just don't want to admit that they understand it. Dale, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you. Let's see. We've got Florentina. Good morning. Good to see you here as well. And Donnie Armstrong. Good morning, Donnie. Good to see you. So keep your comments and thoughts coming here on our YouTube page. Love that you are watching. I'll get better with the screen flipping. I don't know what happened. But we'll be back in just a little bit.
Quality of life. This is Adam Botana from Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, and we talk water for an hour every weekend on Fox News Radio. We feature guests on water quality, water safety, and water fun, including great boating day trips and tips on fishing. Join us this Saturday at 7 a.m. for the Baywater Exclusive Boat Club Hour with Adam Botana on 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News Update is presented by Stadium Dry Cleaners. Online at stadiumdrycleaners.com.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily close starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar. Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
A crash on Daniels Parkway just near Gateway Boulevard. This is going to be as you're heading towards JetBlue Park. No backups for right now, but just keep everyone safe. Make sure to watch that speed. Also, a hit-and-run crash in Lehigh at 82, and Sunshine is still causing slowdowns on 82, adding to the backups, heading west towards Gunnery Road. But 23rd, Lee Boulevard, both up to speed, great alternates. And I-75 is up to speed as well, heading to and from Lee and Collier County. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it tracks more towards southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Get more than what the internet tells you. Get up to speed on The Drive with Trey Radel. Weekdays 5 to 7. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
I want to talk about Stadium Dry Cleaners. My good friends, they are great people there. I've been going to Stadium Dry Cleaners, I'm telling you, for as long as I can remember. And you may know Larry Rose. Now, Larry is an experienced SEC and NFL referee. Well, I know Larry has a fantastic dry cleaner and a great businessman. Look, you're going to love Stadium Dry Cleaners. They have discounts for our first responders and seniors. They have multiple locations near Publix at Daniels Crossing in Fort Myers, the Gateway Trade Center in Fort Myers, and the Elegant Image Dry Cleaners next to Walgreens on Del Prado in Cape Coral. They are Lee County's leading dry cleaner since 1988. With 30 years of experience in Lee County, I'm telling you, I trust my family's dry cleaning to Larry and the team at Stadium Dry Cleaners. So will you visit them? Visit stadiumdrycleaners.com and look for their monthly specials for great savings.
1 hour air conditioning and heating, always on time, or you don't pay a dime. Please visit us at www.onehourairnaples.com or call 844-1HOUR.
Conservative Ray Rodriguez shares our values and he's fighting to deliver results. Ray Rodriguez stood with President Trump to ban sanctuary cities in Florida and hold government officials accountable who refuse to enforce our immigration laws. He also worked to pass E-Verify to protect American jobs and make it harder for illegals to find work. And he stood with President Trump to defend our Second Amendment rights. Conservative Ray Rodriguez worked with Governor DeSantis to grow our economy, cut taxes, and create jobs right here in Southwest Florida. When Governor DeSantis needed him, Ray Rodriguez delivered billions of dollars for water quality projects that will clean up our local waterways and reduce harmful Lake Okeechobee discharges. Ray Rodriguez understands water is our state's most precious resource and has been steadfast in prioritizing clean water. Ray Rodriguez is the trusted conservative we can count on to deliver results in the Florida Senate. He's 100% pro-life, stood with President Trump to fight illegal immigration, and delivered results in the fight for clean water.
I'm Ray Rodriguez, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid by Ray Rodriguez, Republican for Florida Senate.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
Stay brave, 92.5 Fox News, 239-479-5592. There's the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm just getting into the bumper music. How weird is that? A couple of things coming up in about 15 more minutes or so. It is Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. We always have fun with that. We also enjoy that you are watching right now on YouTube. We have a lot of fun with that as well. And if you ever want to watch and see what is happening here with us, well, then you just go to YouTube and you type in Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. Make sure you subscribe to the channel while you're there on the YouTube page. It helps to keep this going. And it also allows us to get it there on Facebook. I know a lot of people are enjoying watching there. And one other thing that we are enjoying is this. You understand that people are concerned about woke, cancel culture, people coming along and telling you that you're going to have to do things differently in your life. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to dress differently. You're going to have to be different. You're just going to have to be different than what you have been, because everything you are and have been in your family and your history is wrong. And as a matter of fact, so is the country. And we're going to cancel all of that. We're going to come along and we're going to wash clean everything that has happened with this country, including the likes of somebody like Robert E. Lee. We have a problem with him. And of course, Lee County named after Robert E. Lee. And you know how that goes. So we said, hey, no, hold on a second. How about we get ahead of this and say, no, we'll change the name of Lee County to Trump County. And so we've had this big push for Trump County. A lot of state reps and others who have been on board with this, having a lot of fun getting what we're doing and the process behind it. And one of the things we need is a logo, everybody. We need a seal, a Trump County seal, a logo that we can all be proud of. And I said, why don't we do this? Why don't we leave it up to you? So if you're watching, if you're listening right now, here is what I would encourage you to do. I would encourage you, if you know somebody who's creative, if you know somebody, and I would love to give them a plug. I would love to have them on the air and talk to their about the creative mind that they have that put the seal together, and talk about that would be fantastic. So if you know somebody, maybe that's you, and you want to create for us what could possibly be the official Trump County seal, well, why don't you get started on that? And today and tomorrow we'll be talking about it. Just text it when you're done to 239-479-5592, and we will gather them all up. We'll pick like the best 4, let's just say, and then next week we'll give you an opportunity to vote on it. We'll have it on display for you to vote, to choose your favorite, and then next week we'll have it. We will have the official Trump County seal, the Trump County logo. How much fun and exciting that will be. By the way, we're already getting people submitting some ideas, and we do appreciate it. You got some great ideas. It's going to be tough to pick the right one because, man, there are so many good ones. So again, we need a Trump County seal logo. All you creative minds out there, sketch it out, do it on your computer, and then text it to 239-479-5592 so we can see, and then we'll pick. We'll have you pick, actually, but we'll gather them up and give you the choice. So looking forward. I'm assuming there are going to be a lot. We're going to have to whittle it down. Boy, it's going to be tough, but I love it. You know what else is tough? Trying to convince people that we have a major issue with mail-in voting. And when I say mail-in voting, I'm not talking about what we do here, which has been very successful here in Southwest Florida with absentee voting. I'm not talking about that. Because there's a difference between you asking for a ballot, it being mailed to you, you filling it out, and then mailing it back, because we know that it's expected. And there's a difference between absentee ballot voting and indiscriminately a state, a legislature, a legislator, a governor, Democrats telling you that, oh, no, listen, because of COVID, look, you're not supposed to be going to polling places. I mean, if you're protesting, yeah, that's fine. Get out there. Masks optional. I get it. But don't go to church. But there are certain gatherings we can accept. But no. Listen, we can't get out of the house to vote. The only way we can do it and be sure that it's going to be right is to make sure we do it by mail. And we'll just send out the ballots. You don't have to ask. You don't even have. Do you see how good this is? You don't even have to ask. We'll send them out. And we'll have the mail, pick them up. They come in, we'll get to it, and everything is going to be just fine. It's going to work out great. Can you tell me where it doesn't? Give me an example of how there might be a problem. Looks like a CBS network, affiliate in Philadelphia, or it was CBS News This Morning. Tony Dokoupil? Is that his name? Dokoupil? Not sure. He wanted to conduct an experiment with a fake P.O. box to determine if ballots were adequately counted. Set up a P.O. box. Said, let's try this out. Let's see. Look, you're going to see. It's fine. We will prove to you that mail-in balloting works. It's easy. It's successful. How did it go?
If you know how to mail a letter, you already know how to mail in your vote.
Right, it's easy.
How you doing? Good. Thank you very much. But how long might it take for that vote to actually arrive and be counted?
How long will it take? I mean, it doesn't take that long. It's not that big a deal. I mean, we'll get it before, right? We'll get it for the election. No problem. Everything's good.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good afternoon. We decided to test it, sending 100 mock ballots, simulating 100 voters from locations all across Philadelphia.
All right, so we're going through Philadelphia. We're going to send them out all across the place, right?
To a P.O. box we set up to represent a local election office.
Pretty, okay. Got a P.O. box. Everything is set. Pretty straightforward. Nothing surprising here. Looking good.
A couple days later, we mailed 100 more, using the same size envelopes and the same class of mail as real ballots here. To approximate the weight, we even folded mock votes into every one.
Everything looking good.
In the following week, we checked our P.O. box for the results.
Mail pickup notice, there's more.
When we went to collect everything, though,
nothing?
Most of our votes seemed to be lost.
Wait a minute, they were lost. They went up to the post office and they said, "Hey, we want to pick up our mail and everything," and they're like, "We don't have any. We don't see anything there." Really? You don't see anything? What's going on?
That's all I have back there right now. But there's nothing.
You're sure? You're totally sure? I believe you.
All right, good. Have a good day.
Okay, take care. We had to ask for a manager.
I'm trying to do something about mail-in ballots.
And explain ourselves before someone finally found our votes.
They had them somewhere else.
Oh, we found them. They were someplace else. Hey, everybody, nothing to worry about. We couldn't find them. But then you asked again, and we got a manager, and, anytime you get the manager, all of a sudden things suddenly appear, and everything's fine. Everything's fine, everybody. We've found the mail-in ballots. We're good.
Okay, thank you.
1, 2. We soon discovered another problem: missorted mail.
Missorted mail? Oh, how bad could it be?
2 pieces of it.
We got a birthday card from Mike to Ronnie. Have a sweet B-day. Get it? There's a B on top.
Oh. Who doesn't like a birthday letter instead of your vote?
When the birthday greetings ended,
12, 13,
we found a bigger issue. 21% of our votes hadn't materialized after 4 days. And the batch we'd mailed a week prior, some of those were missing too.
Some of those were missing too. This isn't really going the way we thought it was going to go here.
So of our 100 ballots, 97 arrived, which sounds pretty good, unless you consider the fact that that means 3 people who tried to vote by mail in our mock election were in fact disenfranchised by mail.
Three people didn't get a chance to vote there. Disenfranchised by the mail. Okay.
In a close election, 3% could be pivotal, especially in what's expected to be a record year for mail-in voting.
We're going to see somewhere between probably 80 and 100 million voters receiving their ballot that way.
Okay. So what they tried to do was show how successful it is when you do mail-in ballots. It's easy, no problem here. You know, it's indiscriminately mailing out ballots. Not absentees, not asking for them, having them sent and then sending them back. No. Just indiscriminately doing this and then coming to find out that mail-in voting actually is going to disenfranchise some folks. But here's the good news. Number one, it's just three people out of the 100. That's 3%. Do you know how many votes 3% could possibly be in a state like Florida? A state like Florida where it's only thousands of votes that will be the difference. That it was just thousands of votes that were the difference between Andrew Gillum being the governor and Ron DeSantis being the governor. Anybody see a problem with that here? Anybody at all? Any issue?
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. And the president has talked about this, and I've talked about it. How disastrous mail-in voting could be, especially if you're telling us that, listen carefully, everybody has to do it. Can't leave their house. Coronavirus running rampant. I mean, even those that might say, for example, can't wait for the debates, can't wait for Trump and Biden to debate. You really think that a debate is going to happen I mean, it certainly isn't going to happen the way you think it's going to happen, because we're going to constantly hear about it's not safe. It's not, we're going to have this person cancel, this venue cancel. We're already seeing venues cancel conveniently. Ultimately, how do you remedy this? You remedy this by saying, yeah, election day, it might end up being election month. Look, it takes a while for the mail to get where it needs to go, right? And so we might wait a couple of days or weeks until we start to find these ballots. You know, the ones that at the post office, they said, hey, we have no idea where it is, until you knock on the door and the manager says, oh, there they are, right there. Now, I'm not suggesting that if we were to wait days and weeks and a month after the election, that suddenly some of these mail-in ballots, you know, the ones that were indiscriminately thrown out there to people, pets, deceased individuals, that they wouldn't suddenly come back and maybe be added to the totals until you got the result that you wanted, and then we would scream at you, that's it, okay, we got it, no more, we can't see it, we've had enough of this, how many more days can we go to count, we've got it, we've got the Democrat has won, can we just stop? I'm not suggesting that would happen. I'm telling you that probably would happen, and you know it. So please don't do it. Please don't tell us that mail-in ballots, indiscriminately just saying that we'll handle this, is going to be safe and good for the integrity of our vote. And not only that, you should expect that it will take place. Because when there's a party that realizes that there could be an advantage to doing this, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want Republicans to do it either. I wouldn't want anybody to do it. But if they feel like there could be an advantage here to do it, don't you think for 1 second that they won't take advantage and want to do it? Especially if they tell you that the COVID is running rampant and it's not safe for you to go out and vote. All right, 239-479-5592. Let's do it. Time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics and more. You get right, the higher the degree. We will see if you earn a PhD. Let's have a little bit of fun right now with caller number, let's do caller number 3 today. How about that, Jay? Caller number 3 at 239-479-5592. Third caller in right now. You will play Drew's College next on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Streaming live on YouTube at Drew Steele Radio. Steele with 3 E's. And please, when you're there, subscribe to the channel. All right, Sabrina Katz has your traffic.
A crash on Daniels Parkway just near Gateway Boulevard. This is going to be as you're heading towards JetBlue Park. No backups for right now, but just keep everyone safe. Make sure to watch that speed. Also, a hit-and-run crash in Lehigh at 82, and Sunshine is still causing slowdowns on 82, adding to the backups, heading west towards Gunnery Road. But 23rd, Lee Boulevard, both up to speed, great alternate. And I-75 is up to speed as well, heading to and from Lee and Collier County. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Take right all along to another level. Rename Lee County Trump County. Let your voice be heard at 925foxnews.com.
Conservative businessman Kevin Ruane knows what it takes to balance a budget, create jobs, and grow an economy, and has the record to prove it. As mayor of Sanibel, Kevin Ruane put his conservative principles and business experience to work. He cut taxes more than 26% while slashing debt and rebuilding the rainy day fund. He'll do the same thing as our Lee County Commissioner. Kevin Ruane knows that to get our economy back on its feet, we need to keep our businesses open, and he'll fight to do so. And he believes in individual liberties and personal responsibility. That's why he fought against government mandates forcing you to wear a face mask. Kevin Ruane knows our water quality is directly linked to our economy. He's worked with Washington and Tallahassee to get the funding needed to reduce Lake Okeechobee discharges. He's proven himself as the clear choice to get results to restore our local waterways. Let's put Kevin Ruane to work for us to create jobs and fix our water quality. Paid by Kevin Ruane, Republican for Lee County Commissioner, District 1.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. My friends at Zero Res Carpet and Tile Cleaning want to let you know, look, your safety and your family's safety is their top priority. In the light of the current health and safety concerns, Zero Res wants to let you know about some of the procedures and preventative measures for added protection. Practicing safe social distancing while in your home. You can even leave or stay in another room and they can communicate with you by phone. How cool is that? Cleaning and disinfecting all equipment with EPA-registered disinfectants between each job. The techs are wearing gloves and boots. They're supplementing the supply of products that are EPA approved to clean and disinfect hard surfaces, and as an added preventive measure, at no additional fee, they're going to treat doorknobs with the EPA approved hospital grade disinfecting products. Look, the top priority is to create peace of mind by providing people with healthy, safe, clean home and work environments, and they're going to continue to do just that through this difficult time. Give them a call at 239-932-9376. That's 239-932-9376 or online at ZeroResSWFL.com. Spell it backwards or forwards, it still spells the same. Zerorez.
Tee off and swing into summer at Coral Oaks Golf Course in Cape Coral. Come out and enjoy our excellent playing surfaces, beautiful natural surroundings, GPS golf carts, and low summer rates. Play 18 holes every day for just $35 before noon, $30 afternoon, and $25 after 2 p.m. all summer long. You can book tee times up to 7 days in advance at CoralOaksGolf.com. We'll see you at Coral Oaks, where every day is a great day.
If you're far from water, you might think a flood can't happen to you. But the truth is, there are hidden risks that can leave your property vulnerable, like runoff from new development, changing weather patterns, and even wildfires. But if you have flood insurance, you have peace of mind, knowing that you can recover faster. Protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov/storm to learn more. Brought to you by FEMA and its National Flood Insurance Program.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
Attention, class. It's time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge.
It's Drew's College.
All right, is this Dre? Dre in Naples? Is that right?
You dropped it.
Who is? Oh, no, there is no Dre. All right, how about Mike in Cape Coral? We got Mike?
Hello. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? All right, it's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD, Mike, and your associate's degree question, sir, starts right now. Hey, Mike, who won the GOP nomination for President of these United States in the year 2016?
That would be now President Donald Trump.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got an associate's. We'll see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? We show loyalty to the
flag of the United States.
There you go. That is correct, sir. All right, you got a bachelor's. We'll see if you get a master's degree on this question. In the year 2000, listen carefully, in the year 2000, Joe Lieberman was the vice presidential running mate to this presidential candidate on the Democrat side in 2000. Who was that?
That would be Al Gore.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. In 1927, it was sculptor Gutzon Borglum who began work on Mount Rushmore, the monument that is Mount Rushmore. Do you know where it is? What state is Mount Rushmore in? Is it in Idaho, South Dakota, or Montana?
That would be South Dakota.
That is correct, sir. Well, look at you. Congratulations, Mike in Cape Coral. You got yourself a PhD. Clearly the smartest person on your phone there. There is absolutely no doubt about it. And you got yourself a PhD, and you'll get to speak to Jake, who will tell you more about how you'll get that and prizes in this world of Rona. And you are clearly right all along, sir, which is a great thing.
Well, hey, by the way, on November 3rd, help celebrate National Deport a Democrat Day.
Okay, I get where you're going with that. All right, stay on the line, Mike in Cape Coral. All right, there you go. It is a PhD today on Drew's College. All right, when we come back, Elizabeth Harrington is going to join us. We're looking forward to having a conversation with her. She is the national spokesperson for the RNC. And a lot of discussing about what is happening with COVID, with big tech and more.
Conservative Ray Rodriguez shares our values and he's fighting to deliver results. Ray Rodriguez stood with President Trump to ban sanctuary cities in Florida and hold government officials accountable who refuse to enforce our immigration laws. He also worked to pass E-Verify to protect American jobs and make it harder for illegals to find work. And he stood with President Trump to defend our Second Amendment rights. Conservative Ray Rodriguez worked with Governor DeSantis to grow our economy, cut taxes, and create jobs right here in Southwest Florida. When Governor DeSantis needed him, Ray Rodriguez delivered billions of dollars for water quality projects that will clean up our local waterways and reduce harmful Lake Okeechobee discharges. Ray Rodriguez understands water is our state's most precious resource and has been steadfast in prioritizing clean water. Ray Rodriguez is the trusted conservative we can count on to deliver results in the Florida Senate. He's 100% pro-life, stood with President Trump to fight illegal immigration, and delivered results in the fight for clean water.
I'm Ray Rodriguez, and I'm asking for your vote.
Paid by Ray Rodriguez, Republican for Florida Senate.
Your local 1-hour air conditioning and heating team is open and ready to serve you. AC isn't a luxury, but rather is essential to your life. Give our team a call at 844-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com.
As we go through life, many times we try to plan and prepare for every possibility, thinking about our future, thinking about our families. But many times in life, we're hit by surprise, sometimes great ones and sometimes terrible ones, even tragedies. I have found that most of our clients never thought about who they should call if they were injured. I wouldn't either. What's your plan? I hope you never need us, but if you do, know that we'll be there for you. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Dial pound law on your cell.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples. Would you rather make your own way or spend your life saying, what if? Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps. To find out more, call 1-800-424-8580 or go to peacecorps.gov.
92.5 Fox News.
When only the truth will do.
92.5 WFSX Estero. It's 8 o'clock on Southwest Florida's news and talk station, 92.5 Fox News.
This Wink News update is presented by CFS Roofing. Online at cfsroofing.com.
Now, this is a Wink News update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily close starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
A crash on Daniels Parkway just near Gateway Boulevard. This is going to be as you're heading towards JetBlue Park. No backups for right now, but just keep everyone safe. Make sure to watch that speed. Also, a hit-and-run crash in Lehigh at 82, and Sunshine is still causing slowdowns on 82, adding to the backups, heading west towards Gunnery Road. But 23rd, Lee Boulevard, both up to speed, great alternate. And I-75 is up to speed as well, heading to and from Lee and Collier County. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it tracks more towards southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Drew Steele in the morning and Trey Radel in the afternoon. 2 doses of what cures liberalism. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Home is truly where the heart is. CFS Roofing Services understands that. When I saw what CFS did for my neighbor's roof, I called them. Everyone was professional, and owner David Crowther has nearly 4 decades of experience. It's obvious they care.
CFS Roofing Services, where your home matters most. Visit cfsroofing.com or call 239-561-2600. I'm David Crowther, and I approve this message.
Attention Florida plumbers, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to take a look down at your uniform shirt. Is the name Best Home Services embroidered on the front? If not, I have some very bad news. You're working at the wrong company. Join a team where you can create your own opportunities. Join Best Home Services. If you take pride in providing outstanding customer service, Best Home Services is where you want to be. Of course, we offer top wages, top benefits, top perks, but it's the other stuff that makes us different. You and your family deserve more. Join the team at Best Home Services and enjoy living up to the name. Best Home Services, now hiring plumbers.
You know the problem in Washington? Too many politicians are full of should. They should keep promises, should serve the people, should avoid corruption. But when it's time to deliver, it's just a load of should. Then along comes Donald J. Trump, and the DC insiders, they lose their should. Byron Donalds is a lot like Trump that way. Donalds is willing to shake things up. You could take Trump's word for it.
I want to thank Representative Donalds. He's got a tremendous future ahead of him.
Now Byron Donalds is running for Congress. Donalds fought for low taxes in Tallahassee. He'll keep fighting to protect your paycheck in Congress. Donalds backs term limits. And Donalds stands with Trump to defend our police. Conservative Republican Byron Donalds for Congress. He'll make a difference in Washington. No should. Paid for by Club for Growth Action. Clubforgrowthaction.org and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Fox News.
Do you know you might be overpaying for your Medicare supplement plan? Do you get lost in an alphabet maze of plans like A, B, C, D, and G, F? Would you like help getting out of the maze and finding the very best plan for you? We are experienced Medigap agents at Health IQ, and we are on a mission to give people like you fair and square Medigap rates. Health IQ is the only insurance agency that rewards seniors proactively working on their health, like eating right and exercising. You don't have to be an athlete to save money. We reward healthy lifestyles of all kinds. Do you take your vitamins and supplements? Do you stay active and in the know about things that impact your health? If so, you could save money with Health IQ. Let us help you take care of your Medicare supplement needs. To see if you qualify for exclusive savings on Medicare supplement insurance, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. To start saving, go to healthiq.com/Medigap. That's HEALTHIQ.com/MEDIGAP.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation. Coverage and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. So glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line, streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch. Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching, and we appreciate everybody who gets it, who understands. Listen, the cancel culture, really? You're going to start renaming military bases. You're going to start renaming cities. You're going to start tearing down statues. You're going to do all of these things. Well, we say, no. You're not going to come to Lee County, named after Robert E. Lee. Come here. And as you've done before, knocked on the door and kind of hinted that there needed to be some changes. And soon, what are you going to do? You're going to change the name of Lee County. Well, I say, hold on a second. Okay, you want to change the name of Lee County? We'll change it to Trump County. That's right. And so many of you get it. You're on board with our change.org signatures, nearing 3,000 plus already there. And this week, we need a logo, everybody. We need an official seal. And I trust that that you here in Southwest Florida will be able to do this. So what I've asked is that if you've got your creative juices flowing, that you feel like you would like to do this, take a shot at this. We're going to have some fun. We want you to create what you believe should be the Trump County logo, the official seal of Trump County. And already we've had people starting to submit, and I appreciate that. And so today and tomorrow we'll ask for that. Get it done and then text it to 239-479-5592. And we will grab them all, bring them all together, and then we will have you vote on your favorite. And next week, we'll come up with it. We'll have the official seal of the county of Trump County, Florida. So get your submissions in now. Start working on it. If not you, maybe you know a creative friend. And we would love to get started on this. And already the submissions have been fantastic. So we're looking forward to that. In the meantime, Elizabeth Harrington on the phone with us right now, national spokesperson for the GOP, reclaiming,
I'm reclaiming my time,
She's
Mr. General.
My time is limited. I have time.
Great.
She's reclaiming my time.
She's reclaiming her time.
Hey, I am. Okay. I'm reclaiming my time.
Good.
I'm back on 92.5.
Yep.
I can't believe you guys are even letting me come back on after you let me steal your show the other week.
By the way, thank you. I didn't get a chance to say publicly or even privately thank you for filling in for me a few weeks ago. And then tonight you'll be filling in for Trey. Looking forward to that as well. We always love having you on. Obviously, your insight and guests and more, and it's exciting. And so we do appreciate that too. So tonight on The Drive, Elizabeth Harrington will be in for Trey, and it's going to be another exciting evening of let's just put it this way. It's never boring. I don't know. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the fact that it's good to know that there are networks that are trying to make sure that everyone knows that the integrity of mail-in voting indiscriminately to, pets, dead people, who knows who, is going to be A-OK, Elizabeth Harrington.
I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. Anyone with any common sense can say, anytime I send anything in the mail, it's like a prayer that it makes it to its address.
Right.
Oh, let's do our entire election this way.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a Republican or Democrat. You just have to have some common sense that, maybe we have a thing called absentee voting that's pretty limited, and there's a process. You have to put in an application. You have to put in a form of ID when you sign up. No, just throw that all out.
Right.
Let's have ballot harvesting. We screamed for 3 years about, Russians walking around Times Squares and doing in Trump masks and fake Facebook memes. They said that was a threat to our election. Mm-hmm. And now they want all of it to be just paper ballots, millions out, register cats. That actually happened.
Yep.
They want that to be the way we elect the president. It's totally absurd. And President Trump's right to be warning about it. Because look at New York. They had the election over a month ago, and they still have no idea who won. How is that confidence in election?
Is that right? They still don't know? They
still don't know. They have a primary with Carolyn Maloney and another different, further left. The party has just gone so insane. They're all leftists, but they still don't know.
Right.
They still don't know. They had all these mail-in ballots. Cuomo said, it's got to be free postage for everyone. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Well, guess what? The post office doesn't do a postmark when it's prepaid. So they have no idea when the ballots came, when they should be counted. And it's just, they make a mockery of our elections. And that's why in person, there's just no real substitute for it. We can do it safe. We've been going to the grocery this whole time. I think we can go to the polls on Election Day.
Right. And, I brought this up earlier, and clearly there is an angle here. And the angle is, listen, number one, it's not safe, like you said, so we've got to do it this way. And, oh, by the way, listen, Election Day, it's really just a suggestion right now. The actual date is it's kind of Election Day. It's more like election week, election month, as we see in New York. And then conveniently, just like the TV station there that did the mail-in voting experiment, and then we kind of find out what a disaster it was, that they they couldn't find any of the mail. Oh, no. Hold on. The manager went and go look. And the managers are pretty powerful. I mean, whether it's a restaurant or whether it's the post office, it's amazing. When you get a hold of a manager, all of a sudden things get done. And there was the manager who found the ballots. And who knows who will be the individual, Elizabeth Harrington, who's going to find these ballots a week later or, 2 weeks later or whatever. And then it just happens to be a Democrat that has all of these votes streaming in. And then next thing you know it's like, okay, we got enough. That's good. We can stop now. We got it. All right. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of this going this far out? It just seems like it's almost too good to be true, because for Democrats, it kind of is.
Exactly. And you guys know all about that happening with Broward County, all the nonsense and shenanigans they try to pull. And what's amazing about that clip, too, is this is a controlled experiment where they knew they had 100 mock ballots sent out all across the city, sent them back. They still didn't turn up with 3%, which is a lot in an election, especially if it's a close election. But they knew what they were sending out. We're talking about states when they adopt these radical Democrat plans, they're just sending them out millions of more ballots than there are registered voters. You have no idea. You have no system of tracking those, and especially when Mark Elias and Hillary Clinton, they're getting the band back together, when they sue to try to legalize ballot harvesting and let ballots be counted after Election Day. It's a complete joke, and Americans understand that. And that's why it's important, though, to get somebody doing some actual reporting, a local news station, doing a little experiment, saying, how exactly is this going to work, guys? Not so well. It's going to be a disaster. Oh, and by the way, you said Election Day, not election month. In California, they passed the law that they can count ballots 17 days after Election Day.
It's absolutely outrageous.
It is such a joke.
It is a joke. Elizabeth Harrington joining us on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, GOP national spokesperson. Of course, she'll be filling in tonight for Trey Radel on The Drive, so that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you're tuning in for that. Capitol Hill, yesterday, I wonder what you think about this. The big tech companies and the CEOs making their way for the House Judiciary Antitrust Subcommittee. I'm trying to figure out, is there really someone at Google that really believes that, or even Facebook, and let's just be honest for a second here, that really believes that everything is fair, that maybe there was some time a long time ago, I'm not really sure what galaxy that was, far away, but there was a time when everything was supposed to be fair and honest, and now all of a sudden we come to find out that we have examples of how there is political bias against Republicans, against conservatives. Jim Jordan spelled it out. I wonder where we even go with these big tech companies.
That's why President Trump, he signed that executive order to look into this, because these are big monopolies. They have so much power and control. And you're right, it's such a dog and pony show. They act like they're neutral. We know whose side they're on. They don't even hide it. I mean, the way they're censoring the president's Twitter account, the way they just put their finger on the scale, they suppress anybody who's conservative. Everyone knows it. Google search results. The thing is, you know what you're getting. So Americans, when you go in and you Google something, know that you're getting not conservative results. If you're just going to blindly search Joe Biden, you'll probably get something like the questions, the so-called questions they asked him during the press conference. Oh, why are you in Delaware? Oh, who's going to be your running mate? Like, it's just so these softball questions. That's what you're getting. They're all on the same team, but everyone knows it. And I think honestly, the more they try to put their thumb on the scale, the more they're so brazen about censoring free speech, putting it down the memory hole on YouTube and Facebook and Google and everything else. I think it backfires on them. And I think more people are outraged, and it really awakens the sleeping giant. So we'll fix it. But right now they're trying to definitely meddle. But I think Americans are aware of it, and awareness is the best thing we can do right now. And then once we look at the different regulations, I think people from both sides of the aisle agree these monopolies, they have a lot of power. They've benefited from loopholes in regulation. So I think most people agree something needs to change.
Yeah, Elizabeth Harrington joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. She will be filling in tonight on The Drive with Trey Radel, and that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of information that we're going to get out tonight. Certainly about what is happening with Joe Biden and whether or not he plans on coming out of the basement anytime soon. And every once in a while he takes a little peek out, and that's so nice and kind of him. And it's almost like the less he speaks, it's awful to think that you would try to look at someone and say, hey, the less he says and the less he's out in public, the better it is for him politically. There's something that just doesn't. It just seems really odd that you would have that as the person that you would be backing, but that's out there. I do want to ask this question though, and I wonder if it's something maybe you'll even discuss tonight, and maybe you can give us a little tease on some of the things that'll be coming up. But I really am concerned that we need to get back to some sense of normalcy, and we need to be honest, and we need to be out there back in school. Kids need to be back in school. When I'm seeing data now, and even UN officials are citing studies that are saying that lockdowns and school closures are killing more kids than COVID. That's not my words, that's their words. The kids need to be back in school. We have the evidence to show across the globe that what the fear that you might have is unfounded. And we do want to know about science and data, and we do want to have the facts as opposed to any kind of fear mongering or panic merchants or anything like that. What are your thoughts on that?
It's so important. And Americans, we do not shelter in place. That is not what we do. And it's just not a solution. You can't just lock the door and hide forever. And by the way, as you mentioned, it's actually safer for kids to be in school. I mean, this is lunacy. And, if they'll politicize something as basic as this, when we've seen study after study, we've seen country after country, why is it that Democrats are the only people on the planet who are keeping kids out of school? Why is that? And it's all politics. If they'll politicize that for power, they'll do that to kids. They'll harm them when we know it's safe, and it's probably the safest place you could be is a teacher around kids because they're not actually transmitting it. They're a brake on infection, according to a lot of studies. If they'll politicize that for politics and power, what won't they? Yeah. And that's such a big issue. Americans, we innovate, we create, we build things. We know we can open up safely. Plenty of states did it. It doesn't mean that the cases disappear, but cases don't mean deaths. They're treating cases as a death sentence. We built time. The reason for the stay-at-home orders in the first place was to build up hospital capacity, find treatments. Mm-hmm. We've done that, and we're winning. And the media can lie all they want, but we're Americans, and we're smarter than that. But remember on Election Day, who was it that took power and took control over your life and wouldn't let you go to church, wouldn't let you go open your hair salon, arrested you if you did that, but then let the rioters go free?
Right.
That's upside down Joe Biden's America. I'm going to be talking about that tonight. We're also going to have Corey Lewandowski on. We're going to have Tom Homan on. We're going to talk about just what's happening in these Democrat-run cities, the school issue, all of these issues, and what this election's all about. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful for you guys for inviting me back on.
Oh, well, we love having you. Elizabeth Harrington, GOP national spokesperson, will be on tonight, filling in for Trey on The Drive, so we look forward to that. Reclaiming her time,
I'm
everybody.
reclaiming my time.
Okay.
My time is limited. I have the time.
Okay. She's reclaiming her time.
And I don't know if you heard the Democrat representative, Jayapal. She said, it was Barr who was being hostile, and he just didn't want to answer the question.
Yeah.
So that's what they were doing there, if you missed that.
Just a mess.
Unbelievable.
All right. Well,
we're going to talk about that, too, because it was just too good. The Attorney General was too great.
All right, Liz. All right, good to talk to you. Hey, listen, have fun tonight. I know it's going to be a great show, and we'll see you then. All right?
Thank you.
All
we'll
right.
see you again soon.
All right, we'll see you. 239-479-5592 is the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line. Let's take a break. Let's find out what's happening with traffic right now. By the way, streaming live on YouTube anytime you want to watch. Just go to YouTube, type in Drew Steele, Radio Steele with 3 E's, and please subscribe to the channel. All right, let's find out what's happening with traffic right now. Sabrina Katz has it.
A crash on Daniels Parkway just near Gateway Boulevard. This is going to be as you're heading towards JetBlue Park. No backups for right now, but just keep everyone safe. Make sure to watch that speed. Also, a hit-and-run crash in Lehigh at 82, and Sunshine is still causing slowdowns on 82, adding to the backups, heading west towards Gunnery Road. But 23rd, Lee Boulevard, both up to speed, great alternates. And I-75 is up to speed as well, heading to and from Lee and Collier County. That's up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Blah, 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 blah. Gear up for the liberal loudmouths at work. Drew Steele, mornings on 92.5 Fox News.
Let's talk about Byron Donalds. Just the facts. Fact: Byron Donalds is a never-Trumper who has repeatedly mocked Donald Trump and his policies. Fact: Byron Donalds doesn't even live in the district he's running for. But it gets worse. Fact: a Trump-hating organization based in Washington is spending millions to buy the seat for him. These are the facts. Byron Donalds is a bought and paid-for never-Trumper. Paid for by Honesty America, not authorized by any candidate or any candidate's committee.
No problem. Erectile dysfunction? No problem. Premature issues or low testosterone? No problem. We can help. In just one visit to the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, we can treat your erectile dysfunction or premature issues. It's what we do all day, every day. Stop waiting. Stop being disappointed in your love life. Take action. The doctors at the Fort Myers Men's Clinic offer the latest solutions for male performance issues, and you'll see results in your first visit, or there's no charge. Call 239-317-7777 to meet with our licensed providers, no matter your age or your conditions. Diabetes? No problem. High blood pressure? No problem. Prostate cancer or low testosterone are causing your issue? No problem. We can help. Call Fort Myers Men's Clinic now to schedule your consultation at 239-317-7777. 317-7777. That's 317-7777. Online at fortmyersmensclinic.com, and be sure to ask about their amazing Priapus therapy, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size. The Fort Myers Men's Clinic, your key to a better life.
Majority Leader of the Florida House, Dane Eagle.
I'm Dane Eagle. I'm running for Congress because experience matters. We need proven conservatives fighting for us in Washington. As the Republican Majority Leader of the Florida House, I have proven myself as a trusted conservative. I cut over $10 billion in taxes while balancing Florida's budget. And I've tackled immigration. I fought beside Governor DeSantis to ban sanctuary cities and pass E-Verify. I'm Dane Eagle, and I approve this message because we cannot afford to take another chance on inexperienced, unproven candidates based on campaign ads. That has failed us in the past, and it will fail us again. When I say I'll do something, it's not an empty promise. It's something I've already proven I can and will do. I'm Dane Eagle, and I have the experience to bring back our economy, fight illegal immigration, and keep America great. Send me to Congress. I will stand with President Trump, and I will fight for America. That's a promise, not an ad.
Thank you, Dane.
Paid for by Dane Eagle for Congress.
Hey, this is Papa, reporting that we're still getting a lot of calls from homeowners who were told they needed a new re-roof after Irma. Most of these folks had a few broken tiles that are obsolete. Our company has 2 warehouses filled with the older obsolete tiles that have never been used. If you think that you may not need a new re-roof, but only need to replace some obsolete tile, please call me for our free tile roof inspection. We may be able to repair and seal your roof to make it look new and beautiful, a lot cheaper than replacing the entire roof. If you call me for our free inspection, we'll place you on our proactive list. And in the event of another hurricane, you won't have to go searching for a contractor because we will automatically call you to see if you need assistance. Let me show you how we can clean and seal and protect your roof, pavers, and pool decks. On behalf of my sons, Casey, Gary, and Cody, call us at 945-2700. That's 945-2700, area code 239-945-2700. License CCC 133-1790. We're open 24/7, and you can call us right now for a free tile roof inspection.
Thorough service is what sets Island Air apart. Hi, I'm Justin with Island Air.
Customers are shocked when I show them what the inside of their systems look like when they have been paying other companies to maintain it.
IslandAirFL.com. That's IslandAirefL.com. IslandAirefL.com or call 239-645-4668. That's 239-645-4668. License number CAC 057544.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
All right, it's Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. Just a reminder that, we need to have a Trump County seal, a logo. And so I'm asking for your help. So if you're here in Southwest Florida and maybe this is something that you do for a living, maybe it's just something you do for fun, you just want to sketch out an idea, you want to create something that would ultimately be the Trump County seal, the official logo, well, we're going to you. So go ahead and get it together. We want to get them in hopefully before Friday afternoon. Be nice if we had them tomorrow. So today and tomorrow we'll ask for your submissions. Just text them to 239-479-5592. We've already had a bunch of them, so we appreciate that. And then you, Southwest Florida, will create the Trump County logo. And then by next week, we'll have you voting on it, and then we will officially have it. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So get those submissions in for the Trump County logo. All right, top 5 audio clips of the day coming up the 5 at 8:35. And we'll talk more about this coming up as well on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News.
This is Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, it's Drew Steele here, and hurricane season, it's upon us, and it's supposed to be a pretty active season for 2020. Get peace of mind from my friends at Generator Supercenter, the #1 Generac automatic standby generator dealer in the nation. You don't have to sweat the next outage. I've had my Generac for years. It is amazing. Get your free estimate on your Generac automatic standby generator today, in time for hurricane season, with expert installation and 24-hour monitoring. Generator Supercenter. Give them a shout at 204-3469. That's 204-3469 for Generator Supercenter.
As we face perhaps the most contentious presidential election in history.
On Election Day 2020.
Under nearly unprecedented circumstances.
I'm proud to endorse Joe Biden for president.
There are a whole lot of factors in play.
The re-election of Donald Trump would do irreparable damage to the United States.
So we'll cut through the chaos and bring you the info you need.
Can you imagine if these people treated me fairly? The election would be over.
This is 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It has never happened before and may never happen again. $1 million in credit stimulus at Galliana Kia in Fort Myers. We've teamed up with the most forgiving lenders in America to get everyone approved for the new car they really want. If you've got $500 down and you make at least $2,000 per month, you could be approved for new 2020 Kia Sportage lease, just $199 per month. That's right, a new SUV for $199 per month. Bad credit, first-time buyer, unemployed, overwhelmed, upside down. During the credit stimulus event, all credit situations are welcome. It's first come, first served. So arrive early and be prepared to drive home today. But hurry, because when the $1 million in credit stimulus runs out, this sale is over at Galliana Kia, 1.5 miles south of Daniels Parkway on US 41 in Fort Myers. Open every day, including Sunday. Call 239-481-2600. GallianaCars.com.
You should be driving a Kia from Galliana. Galliana Kia.
36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $24.99 to signing plus tax, title, dealer, and acquisition fee. 0 security deposit with lender approval expires month 5.
This is State Representative Spencer Roach. 2 years ago, I asked you to trust me with your vote to be your voice in the state capitol. I told you that I would not let you down, and I haven't. I voted to ban sanctuary cities and to give the governor the power to remove any elected official who provides sanctuary to illegal aliens. I voted to strip away anti-free market regulations that grant monopolies to the healthcare industrial complex. I supported teacher pay raises, and I'm proud to say that I was the leading co-sponsor on the bill to prevent minors from getting abortions without their parents' knowledge. As rioters march across the country and socialists attempt to overthrow our government, we need leaders tough enough to protect our freedoms, secure our communities, and rebuild our economy. I'm Spencer Roach, and you can trust me to stand up and fight for our liberty, protect our history, and maintain law and order. And that's why I'm asking for your vote. Paid for by Spencer Roach, Republican for Florida House, District 79.
This Wink News Update is presented by Stevie Tomato Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Now, this is a Wink News Update.
This is Corey Lazar with Wink News. Now is the time to prepare for whatever tropical storm Isaias may bring. And during a pandemic, preparing looks a lot different. Many people in Southwest Florida are struggling to make ends meet and get food on the table. So several food banks say they will continue drive-through services to keep contact at a minimum. Governor Ron DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions. That was supposed to expire on Saturday. This prevents people from getting kicked out of their homes if they can't pay their rent or mortgage. All state-supported drive-through and walk-up COVID-19 testing sites will temporarily close starting at 5 p.m. today due to the potential impact of Tropical Storm Isaias in our area. In the meantime, if you're looking to get tested free, testing remains available through county health department sites. Head to the Wink News app for a list of sites that are closing down. Lee Health increased its hospital bed capacity to care for 62 more patients. The hospital is currently treating 223 people for COVID. They admitted 13 new patients Tuesday and released 44. No mask mandate in Naples. Instead, City Council voted on looking at a new community education campaign improving health and safety. The City Council heard from doctors, business owners, and some who have lost loved ones to COVID. Currently, Collier County has a mask mandate in place. Astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken are set to return to Earth after their historic trip to the International Space Station 2 months ago. They're expected to undock from the space station on Saturday and ride SpaceX Crew Dragon back to Earth on Sunday. I'm Corey Lazar, Wink News Now.
Wink News traffic.
A crash at State Road 82 and Church Road with injury and is slowing traffic on 82. Also, there's a crash reported at 951 and Pine Ridge Road, slowing traffic on Pine Ridge as well as Collier. Very busy intersection. You can hop on Santa Barbara Boulevard if you'd like to avoid the slowdowns. Also, I-75 is up to speed, so that's going to be a great option heading to and from Lee and Collier. That's your up to the minute traffic. I'm Sabrina Katz. Wink News Now.
Wink Weather Authority.
For today, a few spotty rain and storms are going to be possible on a hot and humid day. Temperatures in the mid-90s with our heat index over 100. Same type of pattern into Friday. And then for the weekend, still a bit of a wild card. How close does Tropical Storm Isaias come? If it goes more to the east, we would barely feel an influence. However, if it tracks more towards Southwest Florida, we would be upping rain chances as well as our wind. Regardless, into next week, scattered showers and storms, hot and humid. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
92.5 Fox News.
We are going to make America great again.
Right, all along.
Steven Tomatoes sports page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
It's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page. Do you feel American pride and want to shout, God bless America? As a son of immigrants who came through Ellis Island, I stand when the national anthem plays and get emotional thinking of those who have sacrificed for America's greatness. At Stevie's, we're filled with gratitude for our great customers and the country we live in. The firemen, police, emergency service, construction workers, and those who go about each day providing the foundation for our country. We love our customers and express our gratitude with our food, service, and value. Thankful for your dedication for what you do. And to all our great customers, show your love for this great country by going to any Stevie's. Stand at the bar and say loud and clear for all to hear, God bless America, and I'll buy you a 10-ounce beer. Restrictions apply in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. God bless America.
Steven Tomatoes sports page. Come for the food, stay for the sports.
We are Moran Wealth Management. Passionate about learning what's important to you and your family. Personable, with 24 professionals dedicated to attentive, customized service and focused on client relationships. Performance-driven. As part of Barron's top 1,200 advisors, Tom Moran, founder, CEO, and senior PIM portfolio manager, is Florida's highest-ranked advisor for 2019. Call 239-920-4440 today or visit MoranWealthManagement.com. Moran Wealth Management. Passionate, personable, performance-driven. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
All right, it's daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. It's Drew Steele, 239-479-5592, the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text Line. Couple of things to remind you, streaming live on YouTube anytime you would like to watch. We do appreciate you watching. You know, it's where we are able to communicate with you via YouTube and Facebook. And how does that work? Well, we want you to subscribe to the channel. Just go to YouTube, type in Drew Steele Radio, Steele with 3 E's. And then this way, we will be able to continue to do this by subscribing. So make sure you do that when you're there and visiting. And we appreciate you all watching. Also, more details coming up. I need your help with a Trump County logo. That's right. We got to have an official seal for Trump County. I mean, if we're going to change the name of Lee County to Trump County, we need an official seal. And I need your help, Southwest Florida. Already, we've had some submissions that have been fantastic. And so all you creative people, get those creative juices flowing. Create us your idea of what you think the official seals should look like. And then next week, we'll have you vote on your favorite. And we will ultimately have one. So I'll give you more details on that coming up. But first, it's the top 5 audio clips of the day. Here you go. It's the 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
Number 5.
When the birthday greetings ended,
12, 13,
we found a bigger issue. 21% of our votes hadn't materialized after 4 days. And the batch we'd mailed a week prior, some of those were missing too.
So of our 100 ballots, 97 arrived, which sounds pretty good, unless you consider the fact that that means 3 people who tried to vote by mail in our mock election were in fact disenfranchised by mail.
Oh, disenfranchised by, really? So there you go, CBS News This Morning doing an experiment with a fake P.O. box to determine if ballots were adequately counted. You know, trying to see the integrity of mail-in voting, and what did it end up doing? It ended up showing that 3% disenfranchised. If you do the numbers, you realize it could potentially be thousands and thousands of votes, which would mean, oh, I don't know, maybe that we have a question about not absentees, not you asking for a ballot, getting it, and then sending it back. No. We're talking about the Democrat Party going, hey, listen, COVID, you can't leave your house. Are you kidding me? You can't go to a polling place. We got to do it from home. And, we'll send it out for you. Don't you worry. It'll be prepaid. So we won't have to stamp it to see exactly when it came in to make sure it came in time. No worries. It'll go out to, it'll go to you. It'll go to your wife. It'll go to your kids. It'll go to your relatives that have been dead for maybe 100 years. It'll go to pets. Why not? Fluffy needs to have a ballot too. Oh yeah, that actually happened. It's those times when you're trying to prove a point to show that there is integrity when there isn't.
Number 4.
What does holding him accountable look like, though? Are there any actual consequences?
We have many options for consequences. What I want people to know is we actually have to hold him accountable to the American people. You saw his affect yesterday. He was disrespectful, spoke over top of every one of us. In particular, he spoke over women. He was flanked by at least 10 staffers, not a person of color among them.
MSNBC doing their best along with the Democrat representative to make Attorney General Barr look bad. Can you believe this? Disrespectful. He talked over every single one of us. He spoke over women, flanked by 10 staffers, not a person of color among them. Do you believe this? The Attorney General, a racist, homophobe, bigot, fill in the blanks, talking over everybody. Did you hear any of that? Did you listen to it?
I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. General.
My time is limited. I have the time.
So what
reclaiming my time.
Yeah, I'm answering your question.
Well, you got to let him answer. Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time, sir.
Yeah, all the reclaiming the time wasn't done by Attorney General Barr. It was Democrats doing it to him, not allowing him to speak. But keep it up, MSNBC. Why not? Go for it. Because, you got 7, 8, 9 people that are watching that'll go along with you. Pretty disgusting.
Number 3.
I think we're going to get to a point where eye protection is recommended.
It might. I mean, if you really want perfect protection of your mucosal surfaces, just for your audience, Jen, as you very well know, you have mucosa in the nose, mucosa in the mouth, but you also have mucosa in the eye. And that's one of the things that, theoretically, you should protect all the mucosal surfaces. So if you have goggles, or an eye shield, you should use it. I mean, it's not universally recommended, but if you really want to be complete, you should probably use it.
Yeah. You know, we want to be universally complete. That is Dr. Anthony Fauci making sure that, listen, we want to be universally complete with making sure that we fight against the virus so that it will disappear, or what's the goal? Well, there's Dr. Fauci telling ABC News that, hey, listen, you know, masks, they're just not enough, everybody. We have to start thinking about goggles, eye shields, you know, something to protect your face. I wonder if the next thing that Dr. Fauci will recommend is space suits. Maybe we can all get our own custom space suits that'll look just like the rocket that was launched just a few minutes ago into space by NASA. I would like my name on there. It'd be kind of cool. Maybe I can put stickers on the side of the helmet to customize it. That'd be kind of cool.
Number 2. Are you a paid campaign surrogate? Are you being compensated?
Let me be clear. You get paid to shape a liberal narrative. You get paid to attack this president. I don't get a dime for this president. I don't get a dime from the campaign. Everything I've done has been me and based on my principles. And see, that's the problem. When an African American that's elected official,
I did not raise your
race. Let me finish now. Let me finish.
Whoa. You're not going to imply that I asked that question because you're black.
So don't ask me that. You only ask me that because I don't fit your narrative. This president never offered anything. I don't want anything from this president. It's what I can do for my country. And you need to accept that many other African Americans and others support this president because of his policies. And to insult me to say, am I getting paid?
I've asked the same question. I've asked the same question
and that's
of Democrats who come on.
MSNBC and their narrative to keep blacks silent who happen to support this president. Why can't I be like white liberals or other whites? Nobody questioned they're getting paid. So I have to get paid. Do you ask Democrats? Do they get paid?
I just said if you
paid by Joe Biden.
I just said to you.
Have you ever asked any host on your show that they've been paid by Joe Biden?
State Representative Vernon Jones. Representative Jones, thank you.
Whoa. That was Democrat State Representative from Georgia, Vernon Jones. Democrat State Representative from Georgia, Vernon Jones, who supports the President of the United States, even though he is a Democrat, on with MSNBC, asked if he's getting paid, if he's a paid operative. Because certainly you're a Democrat and you're African American and you're from Georgia. You can't be for the President of the United States. Somebody has to be paying you. There's no way that you could possibly think that on your own. Is that your suggestion from MSNBC? And good for Vernon Jones for pushing back.
Number 1.
I'll just cut to the chase. Big tech's out to get conservatives. That's not a suspicion. That's not a hunch. That's a fact. July 20th, 2020, Google removes the homepages of Breitbart and the Daily Caller. Just last night, we learned Google has censored Breitbart so much traffic has declined 99%. June 16th, 2020, Google threatens to demonetize and ban the Federalist. April 19th, 2020, Google and YouTube announce a policy censoring the content that conflicts with recommendations of the World Health Organization. Now think about that. The World Health Organization, the organization that lied to us, the organization that shilled for China. And if you contradict something they say, they can say whatever they want. They can lie for China. They can shill for China. You say something against them, you get censored. June 29th, 2020, Amazon bans President Trump's account on Twitch after he raises concerns about defunding the police. June 4th, 2020, Amazon bans a book critical of the coronavirus lockdowns written by a conservative commentator. May 27th, 2020, Amazon Smile won't let you give to the Family Research Council and the Alliance Defense Fund, but you can give to Planned Parenthood.
Oh, that's Jim Jordan yesterday, and he goes on, and he didn't even get to Twitter yet, and that was yesterday. Big tech firms, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Apple, the anti-competitive conduct that has been going on. They took to the House Judiciary Antitrust Subcommittee, and Jim Jordan's like, hey, just to let you guys know, it really does look as if you have a problem with Republicans and conservatives, and you don't seem to have a problem with Democrats. Why is that?
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
As a matter of fact, it was Jim Jordan who was asking the head of Google, the CEO, Just some very, very simple questions. You know, ones that are typical yes or no questions.
Mr. Jordan for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Pachai, is Google going to tailor its features to help Joe Biden in the 2020 election?
No, the answer to that should be, that's absurd. Why would we tailor questions or anything on Google to make Joe Biden look good or anything like that? That is ridiculous.
Congressman, we approach our work, we support both campaigns today. We think political ads is an important part of free speech in democratic societies, and we engage with campaigns, according to law, and we approach our work in a nonpartisan way.
It was a yes or no question. Can you assure Americans today you won't tailor your features to help Joe Biden in the upcoming election?
We support work.
I can't do it. All right, so there you go. The answer is they won't say anything like that. That's just a little piece of what we got yesterday. And it should be a simple yes or no answer. Now, understand this. We've got Democrats that will bluster and sit up on Capitol Hill and say, monopolies and how dare you, and blah, 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 blah. And behind the scenes going, hey, listen, just keep it up. Whatever you're doing, it's good. You heard Jim Jordan earlier talking about Breitbart losing 99% more, 99% of their traffic. You just type in the word Joe Biden. You're not going to get a conservative outlet. You're not going to see Fox News for at least 2 or 3 pages in there, but you'll see every liberal outlet that will talk fantastic about Joe Biden and will talk completely negative about the president or a conservative or a Christian or you can go on and on and on. We know this, but understand that this is what we're up against. This is what we've always been up against. And the unfortunate reality is this is the future of the world that we live in, that there will be the spoils to the victors if the victors are the ones who own the information that you get. And if you continue to go to Google, and of course there are other places that you can go, DuckDuckGo and other places that you can search. If you continue to use them and to continue to rely on them, let's just say to make money, it would be like Google or the like, then you just better be ready for what looks like the censorship that is to come, because that is what they are going to do. And so other outlets are going to have to be out there, but know that Democrats don't have a problem with this. They're going to make it look like they do, but they don't. And let's just pray that Republicans are going to fight as well, because we need them to fight. Especially when you consider some of the misinformation that's out there and some of the things that I have to tell you that you're not going to hear anyplace else. For example, did you know that UN officials now are citing a study that finds that lockdowns and school closures are killing more kids than COVID? Can I say that again? A study that says the school closures and lockdowns are killing more kids than COVID. That's not my words. That's a UN official who is saying this. Study estimates that an extra 6 million children will be at risk, that lockdowns and other coronavirus responses, not the virus, responses, could lead to more than 10,000 additional child deaths every month. Do we get to talk about that? I mean, it's not me saying it. If you are a liberal, if you're a media outlet, then go to the source and find out that it's a study in The Lancet, a very, very liberal, progressive outlet. And maybe you might want to find out from them what's going on with it. And if it's true, because, I mean, listen, don't take my word for it, then maybe you want to report that, and that kids should be back in school. And that if there are people that are suggesting that it's not safe, then you need to understand where they're coming from. By the way, teachers' unions, who now we come to find out, thanks to the New York Times yesterday, the new teacher union position here in the country is this, everybody. They don't want to work in person or remotely. Unions are threatening to strike if classrooms reopen, but are also pushing to limit live remote teaching. Remote teaching. Their demands will shape pandemic education. Unions, teachers' unions are now saying, we don't want to teach in person or remotely? What's going on here? What's your evidence to do this? Why are you doing this? Maybe you know the answer. And be careful what you wish for, because it was a Wall Street Journal article that was making mention of the fact that, hey, listen, if you're going to go down this road, if this is something that you're going to do, then remember that you are giving individuals an opportunity to see that other ways of education work. And in some cases, like homeschooling, might actually work better. And all you're doing is hurting kids, is hurting the opportunity for more kids to want to, and families who want to bring their children to school. Who are you helping? How are you making it better? Although, listen, as a homeschool family, go ahead. If that's what you want to do, if you want to have us prove to you that homeschooling is the way to go in your child's education, if that's something that you can do and you are able to do it, then hey, knock yourself out. But they have consequences, all of these actions. All right, listen, exciting news coming up. I want to tell you about an opportunity for you to really, really be a part of what we are doing with regards to Trump County and an official logo, an official seal. Having a little bit of fun, but getting you involved. I'll describe coming up next. All right, let's find out what's happening with traffic right now to the minute. We'll have that in just a second, but first your forecast with Wink News meteorologist Matt Devitt.
Get ready for a hot and humid day. 94 degrees with our heat index over 100 with a mixture of sunshine and clouds with a few afternoon and evening spotty storms. With Wink News, I'm meteorologist Matt Devitt, the Weather Authority.
Wink News at the top and bottom of the hour.
Join the movement. Rename Lee County Trump County. 925foxnews.com. And sign your name today.
Dane Eagles running on the slogan, Experience Matters. If you are looking for someone with experience giving illegal immigrants handouts, taking away your Second Amendment rights, and sucking up to rhino Republicans for a leadership spot, yeah, vote for Dane Eagle. The career politician has tons of experience selling you out, saying one thing and doing another. He's your man. Paid for by Honesty America, not approved by any candidate or any candidates committee.
The team at Best Home Services understands that this is a time of much uncertainty and much unknown. With this uncertainty comes feelings of fear and panic. Please know that we are here for you today, tomorrow, and into the future as we move forward together, safely and comfortably. We are all in this together, and as stewards of our community, we promise to continue to provide you the services needed to keep you and your family safe. You are not alone. Best Home Services, our family protecting your family.
The corona pandemic and crushing stock market have many Americans worried. Is a recession on the way? Don't let fear take over your emotion. Join me, Alfie Townsend, for Saving the Investor radio show this Saturday at 9 a.m., planning for retirement in a turbulent world.
Hi, I'm Jim Levins, and I'm running for Lee County Sheriff. For more than 30 years, I've served on the front lines of law enforcement, all right here in Lee County. Now, as radicalized Democrats attempt to open our borders, destroy our churches, and defund the police, it is more important than ever to have a pro-cop, pro-Trump, pro-law and order sheriff who won't give in to the liberal mob and who will fight for you each and every day. That's exactly who I am, and that's exactly what I'll do. I'm Jim Levins, running for Lee County Sheriff, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Jim Levins, Republican for Lee County Sheriff.
Do you suffer with knee pain that's keeping you from doing the activities that you enjoy most? Have you tried physical therapy or pain medications that didn't seem to work? You must find the underlying problem that's causing your knee pain if you ever want relief without taking endless drugs. Our experienced medical team at Optimal Health Clinic is trained to properly find the cause of your knee pain. After a thorough knee evaluation, we'll review your case further in order to develop a specific knee treatment plan customized for you. Our goal is to finally get rid of your knee pain and increase your function once and for all. We're offering a free no-obligation knee pain consultation for the first 25 callers. Call 239-317-7240. That's 239-317-7240. Imagine being able to live your life without knee pain. Call today for your pain-free tomorrow. 239-317-7240. That's 239-317-7240.
This is 92.5 Fox News.
239-479-5592, the Tri-Town Construction Talk and Text line, and love for you to use the text line, and here's how. So, Trump County, listen, we're changing the name of Lee County to Trump County. Cancel culture is going to come into Southwest Florida and tell us, Robert E. Lee County, you got to change the name. All right, we're going to get ahead of you. Change the name of Lee County to Trump County. Thank you very much. The 45th president of the United States and all the fantastic things that he's been able to accomplish. Well, we're going to need an official Trump logo, a Trump seal. And so this is what I need you to do. Here in Southwest Florida, if this is something you do professionally, if it's something you just do for fun, we would love for you personally to create a logo. Just come up with ideas, what you think it should look like. And then once you do that, text it over to 239-479-5592. text it over, and then we'll gather them up in the next couple of days. And then next week, we will put them up on a website, and we'll have you vote for which one you like the best. And then by next week, we will have an official Trump County logo, and that's going to be fantastic. Because, we got stationery, we got shirts and hats, we got all kinds of things we need to have. So let's have a little bit of fun with this. I believe that Southwest Florida's got an amazing amount of creativity, and I'm going to leave it up to you to come up with ideas. And so, like I said, you do this professionally. We'd love to recognize you and the work that you do. If you do this as a hobby or for fun, if it's something that, your 8-year-old wants to sketch, listen, I'm not saying that an 8-year-old couldn't come up with a brilliant idea, but you never know. So go ahead and get those ideas together and text what you come up with to 239-479-5592. We'll gather them up today and tomorrow, and then next week we'll have you vote on your favorite for the Trump County logo seal. Looking forward to that. Glenn Beck is next. Have a great day.
This is Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News.
I'm Harvey Massey. At Massey Service.